Welcome to Off the Binge, your ultimate seasonal anime podcast. Each week, we deliver top recommendations, hot takes, and in-depth reviews of the latest episodes from this season's lineup. Join us as we give you your weekly dose of anime coverage.
I got beef with y'all Togenanki, bro. Y'all lucky it's on break this week. Y'all lucky, because I was about to go in on your ass.
Bro, we need a Metallica track playing in the background.
If we find a non-copyright, we can.
Of Metallica? Definitely not a thing. Welcome to Off the Binge. Hi guys. Crash isn't here, so I'm doing this today, apparently. Welcome to Off the Binge, your ultimate seasonal anime podcast. Each week we deliver top recommendations, hot takes, something I don't fuck off, man. Anyway, hi guys, I'm your host, one of your hosts, man, colloquially known as Man God Grem. And yeah, I don't got much more than that. But here's my other co-host, the humanoid typhoon Legend D Vash, apparently, because he really likes that. I don't get it. Anyway, go ahead. Yeah.
It's your boy, the Human Attack Fool, Legend D Vash. I'm also, a big shout out to MemoryNK giving me a name after I gave a couple years. Tempest D Vash, one of my favorite and best ISEKAIs out here. Not saying that's better than Mushoku and a few others, but Slime is one of the GOATs. That's one thing I would say. But very excited to be here on Off the Bench. A big shout out to Wifey's. Her birthday just passed, so it's great to be here. And New York Comic Con, go check out the coverage for that. Episode 197 of MemoryNK podcast. It will be coming out Wednesday at 10 a.m. And, go check out the New York Comic Con Hall. The video on the social media, on the YouTube Shorts. So go check that out. But it's great to be here talking about week 3 of our coverage. And I know I'm not alone. I'm here with the anime opening that we saw this past week, that we judged them. Some were good. I feel like we actually forgot one that I actually realized today. It was the Dusk Beyond the Universe. We didn't see that opening because when I was watching the episode, I was watching the OP and I'm like, I don't think we actually saw that when we did our stream last week. Is it right, Memory?
I think we did.
We did?
No, we did see what we did see that one, but I'm sure there was probably some we left out. It was a good time though. It really was. So thank y'all.
You guys saw it by like the end, I would say, because y'all watched the ED. Yeah, y'all watched it.
I remember watching the ED specifically too.
Mm-hmm.
But either way, thank y'all for coming by for the stream. Memory here, but I didn't mention that. Hopefully y'all know.
That's right, Memory.
This should by now. We are already 51 episodes in, so this should by now is hey, they have to.
But the stream was a lot of fun. Thank y'all for coming by and just for the support in general. I'm working on getting the VOD up. It's a bit more tedious than the lineup video, getting that up, because in terms of like copyright and whatnot, when you're dealing with openings, endings, it's a bit more of a hassle, I feel like, to deal with. So I've been working on it like 30 minutes to an hour at a time, because it was like a 3-hour and 30-minute recording.
Yeah.
So I should have that up sometime as you're watching this, it should be sometime this week. But yeah, it was a great time, and I'm sure we'll do it again at some point for the next season, or just another season in general. But yeah, ready for more discussions for this week and to see how we're feeling about this week's past anime. So yeah, Neko. Hello, what's up?
Yo. Hello, I'm Neko-chan. I watch everything ever all at once. And also, I'm very excited since everything has officially come out, so now we get to talk about it, gush about it. So I'm excited to see your guys' thoughts on so many series that maybe you started binging recently, or maybe, whatever, maybe whatever rocks your boat. I'm very excited to see everyone's thoughts on certain things. So yeah, what do you have to say, Vash? Yeah,
I also want to say a big shout out to Jen as well, our friends, that she hears the podcast, and I love how she said that she loves your intro when you say you watch everything everywhere at once. So I just want to say a big shout out to her, because that always, like, I saw that in the community this past week in our Discord, and I was like, that's just like, that's cute, like, like, hey, I love your intro. It just falls in, it just flows in, so I just love it. So a big shout out.
Hey man, that movie is still one of my favorites, and also it's
Agreed.
just true. I need to stop watching everything and everywhere. My goodness, it's not a problem, I swear. But no, of course, I wasn't there with them watching the opening endings, but I was in the chat, and it was really fun to see you guys like react to some openings, maybe trash ones I liked, and I was like, oh fuck, but it was really fun otherwise. But I think I would just recommend maybe more later, because we did find out a lot of endings and openings weren't out yet.
Yeah,
Because you know how it is with like it by the episode 3 they probably reveal finally the ED and stuff like that. So that's all it is. But I am I have even a suggestion maybe for later. We can, by the end of this season, we can have like battles with the openings, as which ones are they can go up against each other. That would really be really fun
like
to
a
see which
tournament
one
bracket.
triumphs. Yes, basically. So because I've been wanting to do that, I just haven't had the time to. So I think I would really like to see your guys' thoughts by the end of the series, because I think realistically, even when we, the openings are just our first impressions of the show, but now after it ends, how does it still feel to us? Does it like fit the series? Like
Ooh, I like that.
I'm curious that.
I like that.
So,
Like,
Could even do that. That could maybe be the new hot or flop. A little.
exactly.
Or maybe the end of the season, like
Yeah.
you said. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
that's a cool concept, like to kind of like start by the beginning of the season, like, hey, how do we feel about OP? How do we feel about a first impression? Now by the end, kind of like end of the recap, like it's still doing off the bench, but like in a different version of our tournament bracket. So I kind of like that. That's cool.
Yeah, because I think I understand you guys, because I think last season was just kind of bangers with the songs, but I think this season's
felt
openings
that.
and music, it has to go with the series. I feel like a lot of this stuff is like until we get to the end, then we would like appreciate it more or whatnot. So yeah, that'll be fun. But yeah, since we're gonna segue to this is your go-to seasonal anime podcast where we dive into the best, the worst, and the hidden gems of each anime season. And we're going to go to binge chilling, our favorite segment where we talk about what we've binged either as a team or solo. And for me, I have some things, but I want to keep until next week. So I want to take it to you guys.
That's crazy. You're teasing it, but not even telling us what to tease. You're just
No.
saying, hey, I got something. But went to week 4, guys. Next week, episode 52. Promo.
The JoJo right here.
Right?
To be continued.
Right, to be to continue. Or like the One Piece, like, stay tuned next week.
Yeah.
Toonami.
Yeah. So hey, watch the next podcast and then you'll find out.
That's how you get them to come back. Like, yo, I need
Yes,
to come
sir.
back for Neko. You know what?
Yes, sir.
Fuck the rest of the show. I need to come back for episode 52.
Yes, sir.
But you know what? I will follow with what you're talking about. Since you want to just skip yourself and be like, hey, I don't got shit to say, say me. I'm going to just also say, quick plug about episode 197 for Anime Podcast for New Year Comic Con, a bit of horror, and the following episode for 198, we're going to have the voice actor of Denji English dub, Ryan Cole Levy, who will be here for episode 198. He will be talking about his experience of the Chainsaw Man movie Reason, and also about his career and a bit of interviews. So go check that out, episode 198. But with that plugs out of the way, the only thing I have been since your boy has been at New Comic Con and our wife for her birthday, the only thing I've binged anime related is One Piece. If we're counting by her Crunchyroll, it says that we're on episode 960. That's just a good 20 plus episodes that we fell asleep on and it just kept going. But the official is like we're on episode 935. So it's nice to know that we almost got there. If you know, the Oden flashback. That's why we're almost right there. That's why I'm at by the manga, like chapter by chapter. So it's nice to see that we're almost there. Right now we're about to be done with the Big Mom, the Amnesia. If you know, you know. I don't want to spoil, even though like 2 of these people
Sounds
are
great.
like 900 something episodes away from being cut up, except the other person, I believe they're in Alabasta or something, or maybe they had a bet with somebody that might watch One Piece until then. I don't know if that's actually true or not. But the One Piece binge has been fun. Can't wait to get to the Oden flashback, see where that goes. I really want to get cut up to One Piece by the end of the year with wifey. So I have like, good a little less than 10 weeks left. So let's see how that adventure goes. Hoping maybe by Black Friday, Thanksgiving, so I could, see the holidays. See, me and her could watch week to week One Piece. That would be fun. A little nice Sunday mornings. But other than that, when it comes to anime binges, I don't got much to say. That's all I got. How about you, Grem and Memory. Have
No.
you watched
They-
anything? No.
Nothing.
All right, so this is your go-to seasonal.
well,
anime
I guess to
podcast,
be continued for all of us. All right, but
where we dive into the best, the worst, the hidden gems of every anime season. And this is our seasonal spotlight. So, heads up, guys, there will be spoilers for the week of October 13th to the 19th. If you don't want to hear us blab about everything, we will be having timestamps in the description, so you can skip to whatever show you want us to hear us talk about. So, there's that.
Yeah.
All
I got
right,
a
we're
couple
go-
timestamps.
we're
But
gonna
we're
go
starting
to
with,
boom, boom, boom.
Shonen.
Yes, sir. I'm gonna start. I'm sorry. I'm gonna take this away.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna take it away. Kamen Rider, people. Oh my goodness, this episode was insane. Look. I'm telling you, I did not expect it to go this route. Only because I really thought this was just a joke about these older people just having living their fantasies basically. But boom, come to find out, no, it's actually real. There's actually literally monsters in this world, and they actually been here for a minute. Shocker's real, and what a shocker indeed, because our team got to fight one and they were crying their asses off. They were like, oh my god, it's fucking Shocker, let's fucking go. And it was just hilarious. They actually really died. One of the monsters came back and actually killed one of the Shockers, since I'm guessing they want to lay low for some reason. So every time if they do get beat up, they kind of got to kill them. So that was very interesting. And then we beat a new character whose girlfriend is a Shocker. And I don't know, it's getting really interesting. I'm really enjoying the series. It keeps getting better each episode. And I don't know, I love how exaggerated it gets. And it's just really funny. I feel like, especially, and of course, Crash is... he added me. He was like, how did you not tell me about the bazungas? I've been talking about the bazungas. The bazungas be going crazy. Tackle, she's our thick tackle. And yeah, no, it's just really fun. If you guys have not gone, what's up?
I've always wondered, every time you talk about the series, I'm like, what is a Shocker?
So a Shocker is basically an enemy of the big bad, basically.
Oh, is it like
They're
some organization or evil? Oh, okay.
So they're like little.
I didn't know if it was like
basically.
demons or like the monsters in the series, or like it's an actual like.
Yes,
group,
no, they're combatants. Yes, no, they're basically little minions, right? But yeah, that's just all it is. And then the Shocker's like the big bad, and there's other monsters with the kaijus and stuff like that. So that's all it is, really. And then yeah, there's different Kamen Riders that I guess are going to join the crew. So far it's just been very interesting. The manga art is ugly. I'm just gonna say. So the anime's just doing it justice, I would say. So it's just been very fun. That's all I would say.
Yeah,
it's so cool.
I think I saw a clip where dude was like, he one punched someone, and people were saying, "Oh, this is what One Punch Man season 3 should have been," or something.
Basically, no, it was that. I love that.
One Punch Man just cannot stop catching strays, dude.
The strays is real. It's real.
But hey, that bit did look good. To be fair, though, the
whole show looks really good. They're doing it really good.
The way you're making sound, Kamen Rider, gives me some Power Rangers vibe.
I mean, it is
Power
Sentai.
Rangers.
It's Sentai stuff, but it's Kamen Riders is a really different range of Power Rangers. It's Sentai stuff. Yes.
I just never got into it.
Okay.
Musume?
Okay, go ahead.
Grem, you want your little...
Let it go off?
Right here's your spotlight. Right here. Go.
So anyway, bro, Musume, I don't know if y'all know this, but I kind of like this show. It kind of makes you feel good. I don't know. Now, this episode was really fucking cool. We get to see, we're seeing all the Musume from other countries show up, and we're getting kind of the resumes and how badass each of them is in their own right. And there's this one horse, the one Musume that we don't know anything about. There's nothing known about her. All they know is her record. She has 3 wins and 23 losses or something. But for some reason, everyone is worried about this one Musume, and we don't know why. And we finally meet her, and she's face down, ass up in the grass, sniffing the grass, and Oh, it smells so good. Like that's a hell of a way to introduce her, considering we met some of these other people fucking dunking from the 3-point line. Like we
Michelle,
got
my
these
baby.
people, yeah, Michelle, my baby, dunking from the 3-point line. We got all these people doing all these really badass things, and we just see we meet uh Obey Your Master, or I guess IRL if you guys are interested. Her name was Pay the Butler. Um we see her face down, ass up in the grass, just sniffing the grass. And that's our introduction to her. And Belno was going around interviewing people. It's really cool because she played it off. She had her ears hidden, she had her tail hidden, and she's interviewing all these horses to get the insider information on all of them. And she's recording shit, and she's being kind of devious. And then out of nowhere, Obey Your Master, the only one, sits there and goes, "Yeah, so anyway, Belno, you must be worried about Oguri, huh? Considering you're trying to spy on me." And it's like, "Nani kore? How did you know what?" She goes, "Yeah. I mean, after all, Oguri's never run further than than 2,000 meters, and she just entered a race to do 2,400 meters. So of course you're worried. So worried, in fact, that you would go spy on the competition. Isn't that right, Belno Light?" It's like, "How the fuck do you know me? I don't race. Like, what?" So we know that she's done her research, and then we get a peek. If you see my background, I kind of thought it was fucking epic. We get to see her room with all the profiles of every single Umamusume in this race, looking like Akane from Oshinoko, with her detailed reports on each of them. And she actually drops a really sick line saying, "I'm gonna put it like this for you, Belno. There's 3 people I'm worried about in this race. There's only 3 people that matter in this race, and that is the one chick that they're hyping up as the queen of Europe, and Tamamo Cross and Oguri Cap." And it's like, oh shit, okay, we're out here. But yeah, it was fucking epic, man. I love Umumusume. I need the comment section to type, "Nate, get your ass on Umumusume for fuck's sake. Put out the damn videos. What the fuck is wrong with you? Catch up." I'm just saying, man, this shit's so hype.
This week I will be caught up.
Guys,
Since
let us know if y'all think that will happen.
Thank you. That's good. Damn. But yeah, we have a week break, so he's got 13 days to catch up. So I got faith in our boy. But
that's true.
yeah, I saw that. I was surprised.
Yeah.
Wow, it's a break so early for the show.
I was like, perfect though. As soon as I saw that, I forget who was in the call me. I'm like, perfect.
It was me. I met
Oh,
you,
yeah.
and you immediately said, "Perfect. I'm about to catch up this week." It's like,
You're like, I can put those
Just
reactions up.
every day, bro. Yeah.
he's like 1 episode a week, and I'll be caught up by the time it comes back. He's like, but yeah, moving on from that, One Punch Man season 3 episode 2. I mean, it was an episode. It was fun. Garo got fucking curb stomped again as an afterthought. Like he's there, I guess. Fucking Saitama dined and dashed. I
Yeah,
mean, tried to
that was the
catch a
funniest
dine and
bit.
dasher.
That was the
Right.
funniest bit I felt like in the episode was the dine and dash and how he played Fubuki. Like that was
Yeah, Fubuki.
He's like,
"You
you
ate
took
a
one
fry.
fry,
It's your fucking pill now. Later, bitch." Like,
Yeah,
oh my
that
God.
had me dying. That was
Bruh.
But like outside of that, like I mean, we had the Garo. Like yeah, they've been pushing for that. You can kind of tell like that's where it's going. Like the development with Garo, and
Right.
his character, which I do like. That the little kid is annoying as hell. Honestly, like
Oh,
I
dude.
get like his purpose, I guess, for Garo's character.
Like, he was told to run like 7 times. Why is he still there?
Yeah, I literally felt like it was like a record, like a recording or something that just kept like looping or something because Garo kept telling him like literally the same shit. The kid
Had
was
to be
still there.
like 7 times. He told him
Yeah.
to fucking leave. It's like,
Yeah.
God.
but there was a nice little animated bit, with Garo at the end. I know people were like kind of gassing that up, and yeah, it was nice, but the majority of the episode, granted, there wasn't a lot of action, or what really wasn't any action.
Right.
We had a very similar episode, I feel like, to like kind of the first episode in terms of like kind of, I mean, the Saitama bit, the dine and dash, yeah, was funny and whatnot. There was a lot more Saitama in this episode, which was nice. But like in terms of like the monster like organization and just like the workings of that, like the Gyoro and the Orochi and stuff like that, like I'm just not really all into that yet. I don't know if that will come, but like right now, it's like when that content is being focused on, I just don't really care right now. So hopefully that changes as it goes along. But yeah, there were some fun moments in this episode, I'm not gonna lie. Like Garo and Saitama's running, like Grem mentioned, and then the dine and dash bit was funny, and even Saitama calling out Garo like, oh, you dine and dash or whatever as well, like, don't worry, I'll turn a blind eye and whatnot. So yeah, nothing really to write home about, but had its moments, but still I may be waiting forever, I don't know, but I'm still waiting for for it to really kick up. But yeah, that's probably all I have to say about this episode of One Punch Man, honestly.
Gotta let it cook. Anyone else watch the episode?
One Punch Man.
I haven't caught up to. I haven't finished season 2, but I did like people like were just talking about when Garo was just like walking through the field and he's just literally sliding.
He slid down the field.
That was kind of funny to me. I was like, oh, that's actually funny.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm excited for this season.
All right.
Any more honorable mentions?
Honorable mentions?
Nope.
Wait, I got one. Just Togenanki was on break. There you go.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Good job.
Yeah. All right.
Also, be prepared if you're a fan of Togenanki. Be prepared to skip like 5 minutes next week because Crash apparently has business with us about it. So
yes, chat. Join the Discord community if you want to see a teaser.
Because apparently we told him he should watch it, which I think he on Twitter. I think he saw titties and was like, I must watch. So there you go. But moving on, Gachiakuta. I'm gonna start here because I feel like I'm always the one kind of not like as hyped about Gachiakuta. And I mean, I think I'm the same way this episode. Me and Nate talked just a little bit before the pod started. I was like, I mean, this episode was a lot of buildup. Like nothing happened. Like realistically, nothing happened. Like we get the face-offs. we got establishing a new power. We got a whole bunch of like of the enemies facing off. Like that's all we got. They kind of looked at each other for a couple minutes. We got this new static electricity power because she's brushing her hair, which is complete fucking bullshit, by the way. And then we got our girl being downed because she got shocked, and then we got home Jabber fucking getting big claws. Like nothing happened. It's establishing for the next episode where shit's gonna happen. I thought it was a
did
kind
you
of
forget
mid-episode
the vision?
overall.
The vision, bro. Like there's clearly little things that is really interesting. Like the vision.
I don't know. I mean,
was really
I'm the
good.
only one who isn't.
No, I'm really upset that Grem didn't mention probably the biggest thing in this episode.
Talk about
and
it.
It's the conversation between Rudo and the main
that's what I'm saying.
antagonist.
That's what I'm saying,
It's just the main villain going, join my side. And Rudo's like,
no,
he's saying
he's like he brings up a really he brought up a really good point because he's right. He's actually right with what he was saying because he's bringing up to Rudo, like your goal, right, is to take down the Spherites, right? Like you that's your whole goal. That's your whole reason. Then why are you with them? Because that is not their goal. Yeah. And he brings up, so now Rudo's kind of in like this mental kind of like he's starting to question. He's in this like little dilemma, like, oh, like how long am I gonna be with them, or like should I stay with them?
Self-doubt in them, so you kind of put self-doubt.
Right.
He's kind of casting that onto him,
Right, and then he also pointed out something that's really good that I don't think Rudo realized, but when it gets brought up, it's pretty fucking like clear as day. They don't trust you, motherfucker. They don't leave you alone. Have you noticed? You are never left alone. ever.
Yeah, I mean, that conversation I feel like was like my
Really
favorite
good.
thing with this episode.
But I
like,
mean, I don't know.
like
to
yeah,
me,
the
it's
like the
just
matchup seeing
rebuilding-
Zonka and Jabber,
Jab
you know,
dude
matched up
shit,
again,
yeah.
and even like Jabber obviously seeing more of his strength. As we saw, people were saying like Bleach vibes with that. Fair.
Oh, literally, he's like
but yeah.
Segunda Tapa. Like that's what he did.
Yeah, but like that, and then like seeing which we had the face off at the end of the last episode with all of them. So like we knew there were going to be some new characters, but yeah, new girl. I mean, just the face off with her and Rio, the matchup at first, you know, how Rio was saying, oh, bad matchup for you. And then when we actually learned what her power actually was, she flipped the same kind of like dialogue on her. And I feel like she made a really strong kind of first impression. Like, I feel like a lot of people, from what I've saw like on the timeline and reading like Reddit and AniList and whatnot, the forums, like people are saying like, oh, like that was actually a really good like introduction for her, and like she's a character like even just the design, when they revealed the design for her, a lot of people were like, okay, like, which I feel like that's one of the strong suits of this series, is a lot of like the, you know, the designs of the characters and like obviously their powers like we've talked about and whatnot. But I feel like, yeah, I feel like this was a good episode. Like that the bit like I mentioned with Rudo, and I think his name's Zodal, I think is how you pronounce it. That conversation was probably my favorite thing. But like seeing the others, you know, learning more or seeing more of their powers, like Jabber, and then obviously learning about the one girl's power with like her hair and the static electricity and whatnot. And Rio learned real quickly that maybe this wasn't that favorable of a matchup for her. So kind of cool. We obviously haven't saw all the matchups and whatnot yet. So I think it is cool. Instead of all of them kind of just like clashing together, like, yeah, maybe that could have been cool, but to kind of separate them and have them one by one is pretty smart from their side,
sure.
I would say. But also just from a viewer perspective, to see kind of all of them individually faced off, and probably why the author had them faced off against one another is pretty cool. So yeah, I felt like, is this one of the greatest episodes of Gachiakuta? No, but I thought it was a really freaking solid episode, honestly. So
I think I just liked how it really showed too, like how much of a problem they are. Like all of them seem very capable to like handle our cleaners, and it's gonna be very interesting. And like even the one that's with Engine, he seems like a scaredy cat, right? So I'm
Yeah.
very interested to see what's
he was
going on with him.
he was like, oh, he's so
Like,
cool,
so,
or whatever.
right.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
oh man, this guy's actually really cool. Oh
Yeah.
man. And then our dino girl, I love her actually. She's so cute. She's just like fighting roaches. I'm like, oh girl, what is wrong with you? But no, the Jabber section was like, and I think for me, the second part, I was like, nah, this guy is crazy. Also, the dub, insane. Zeno, you need to stop. You're too good. But nah, yeah, Jabber is like my favorite. I love him so much, and he's so chaotic, and he's just like, Zonka is like, wait, what? Is he going all out?
When he freaking burned himself,
wait.
he burned himself
that
too.
I think a lot of crazy moments, but for me, it's just that vision part that the antagonist was talking about, and I'm very curious because clearly even from the ED you guys were reacting to, and you guys were pointing out a lot of things, and I know Miles and like Domo Senpai have talked about how that ED is just very good because it really like shows how both of them are like really a parallel to each other, and I'm very excited to go into that. And I don't know, it looks really cool, and I don't know, this arc is definitely going to be very exciting. So this episode was just good. I get you, it is a good setup, but also just the tidbits of learning, like little things. I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
I do agree with
But
that.
yeah, like you said,
I just feel like y'all gas this show up too much, like all the time. I'm like, bring it down a little bit. It's like
nah, bro.
it's enjoyable.
No.
It's definitely
I
more.
think it's deserved, bro.
It's deserved, bro. Like
It
it's
is
talking
deserved.
like it does not get me like how Gachiakuta does, bro.
I didn't say it. I didn't say it does. I agree, Togedanki. I mean, I called it a rip off of the first episode. Like I immediately said, "Oh, we're watching Blue Exorcist again, boys." Like, did I not? Like, that's what I said. Like,
I believe so, probably.
I
Yeah.
don't know, but your tune been a little, you know, little better for Togedanki. I don't know.
I
God,
bro,
oh
which is
God.
fine. Which is fine. if that's
Togedanki
the
be
case,
pissing me
but-
off. I don't know. I don't know, man. I'm not vibing with either of these like super heavy. Like they're all right. They're just basic bitch shonen. Like I don't know.
Oh no.
That's fine. Some people do feel that way about the show. Myself, I didn't get to see this episode. That's why I haven't said anything about it. But one thing that sucks also is that I've been enjoying the dub like Neko
The
said,
dub is so
Zeno
good, bro.
doing Jabber. I
God,
didn't know
yeah.
this was a Jabber episode because I was gonna watch it today, but then I see episode 14 and 15. It says subtitle. It
God.
does say dub, so they're behind it. So I'm a bit sad. Like So I'm like, oh, okay, I gotta watch other things because I haven't watched the sub in much of the episode. So I'm so used to the dub, I want to hear. So it sucks that they're gonna be behind. Now I have to transition to sub. Not the worst thing, not at all. But it's just I want to hear my boy Zeno doing Jabber. I want to hear the other voice actors that did a great job in what I heard, and was Rudo doing a good job. But I can't wait to see the episode. I'll come back next week more prepared.
Yes, sir.
Next up, I think we're ready to move on.
Mm-hmm.
Spy Family.
You want to start this off, Nay?
I mean, it was another like I know I don't think all of the previous episode focused on the Lloyd his bit with his past, but like this episode, all of it was focused around his past, and I feel like it was a really good episode. Obviously seeing more of his origins with his family. Even when he first like met Frankie, that was something I did like with this episode too. But just I feel like they really nailed just how scary, right? Like not knowing, just kind of on edge all the time. Like you don't know when you're gonna get bombed, right? Like when you have to go down into the shelter, just at any moment's notice. Just how quickly these kinds of things can happen in like in warring time. So I feel like they did nail that perfectly, and just obviously what it did to Lloyd's character and making him pretty much numb, right, to a lot of this. I think he even said it the best. One of my favorite parts of the episode was when he was saying like, I'm blindly following their orders. I'm blindly picking up this weapon, like just that dialogue. And he said ignorance. I think he said ignorance is such a weakness or something like that, or is the biggest weakness or something along those lines. That was one of the parts in the episode I really did like a lot. And it makes sense, just seeing this content with what happened to his family, what happened to his friends. I thought it happened to his friends way earlier. And then we saw like they kind of baited us and it was like, oh, the friends are still, but then, yeah, we saw what happened, which I was kind of joking about it in that moment when we saw him again. I'm like, they're going to do this just for them to do it, like to kill him off again, because we already thought they were freaking dead. And then when it happened, Lloyd didn't even have really any like reaction. And I think after all that time that had passed, like I said, he's just kind of numb to it all, which is sad, very sad. It was a very sad episode and definitely paints the picture, right, of just Lloyd's character and the fact that he has what he has now with Anya and and the development that we have saw like little bits here and there. I feel like it has to be a hard thing for him, right, to open up any capacity, right, with what's happened in his life. Pretty much the only thing that he knew. So a lot of this is, I know we're 3 seasons in, but like a lot of this is new and kind of unfamiliar territory to him, or I guess maybe bringing back that time in his childhood that he's kind of had locked away, I guess you would, if you'd want to put it that way. So I really did like this episode a lot. I did enjoy this bit with Lloyd, seeing how he even got like first recruited. Like I mentioned, the Frankie bit. There was a lot to like about this episode. So I mean, this was probably up there like in my top 3, top 5 of this week, I would say. So how did you feel, Neko?
Yeah, I would agree. Like I explained last week, it makes sense why they did split it the way it did. And also, like you did, I told you, I actually forgot that, yeah, he literally did dream his flashback because of how how shocked he was that Anya got the bolt. So when I like watched the episode, I was like, oh yeah, so honestly it does fit really well with what happened, because he literally got so shocked that he started dreaming about his past and about all that. He's like, oh my God, I was that shocked. God damn.
Yeah.
I didn't remember all of that. But at the same, he didn't remember. So yeah, just a lot of details, without knowing his name, it gets marked off, knowing about the whereabouts of his dad. I was telling Nate too, there was theories going around about who his dad really is, but going back, we were kind of like comparing, and it seems like kind of might be debunked now. I don't know. Maybe it is true. I don't know. It's a lot of very interesting things that can play in the future for sure with that.
The fact that they left the dad alive, or they kind of left that open, I guess, if the author wanted to do something with that, maybe potentially. I don't know if it has happened yet in the manga or anything like that. But like the fact that they kind of left that door open, like, oh, the dad disappeared, the dad wasn't seen after that, you know, is kind of ominous, I would say, for sure. So that bit, and yeah, I'm glad you mentioned the name thing, because we don't know Lloyd's real name, obviously, and the recruiter who we saw how he first got recruited said his full name. It got, you know, bleeped out, but you can make out just kind of like the characters. It was like, I think his first name was 3 letters and then his last name was 4 letters. I guess it maybe could be all together. I'm not really sure, but it was kind of spaced out. So I was sitting here like, oh, like, I feel like his real name has to begin with like an R or an L, I feel like. But in terms of like what his name actually is, I don't know. Like, because he was using, I forget what it was like. Obviously, he's used Lloyd. What was the name he used?
Lauren.
It was something spoof. It was
Lauren.
Lauren Spoofy.
Yeah.
But I guess it's like because of how they say the R's and their L's, and yeah. So I was like, okay, his real, he could have just kind of, because his friends asked him about that when he said his name that he was going by. Yeah, they were like, wait, what? They were like, that's not your name. And he's like, oh, it's just a nickname. And I was like, okay, if it's a nickname, it has to be somewhat close, you would think, maybe to his actual name, or he could have just been saying that to kind of get them off his back, I guess, to kind of clear himself in a way. So, but yeah, that 2 things definitely very interesting about. I mean, I guess it's been interesting about Lloyd's character even outside of this. You know, like, what is his real name? Because obviously he's just going by a code name. That bit, because that may unlock a whole other, can of worms, right? So that, and then obviously the part with his dad. So I'm glad you mentioned both of those things, because that was even more to take out of this episode for sure.
No, for sure. His dad is a very, I think he's a really good character, because at first you think he's strict and he, whatever. But at the end of the day, I think he really cared for his son, and he was just teaching him like, hey, war isn't that like, a thing to like mess around with. And he learned the hard way, basically, right?
Yeah.
Having to deal with it. And that's why he's a spy, and that, he got out of that really. But at the same time, you find out the real reason why he is a spy, basically, is to help other children not be in the situation that he's in. That's why he's trying to save like the war and everything, so people don't end up like him, and kids can have like live a normal life and whatnot. So that it's really cool to see that coming full circle, and him just having a family now, and can be maybe more true about his feelings, since he's been numb about that for a while. And it's good that he has Anya, Yor, and then Bond for sure, because I think it just keeps showing you like Lloyd has needed this. I think all of them really have, especially with their background. So it's really cool. I think this was definitely a really good starting point for things to come by in the future. And I'm just frustrated that we didn't get more after this, but we do. But we'll get little things here and there. So yeah, overall, Spy Family just being Spy Family some all the time, dropping some like feels in there while some fun time. So it was really good. I really enjoyed this episode. Also, Frankie is insane. He was like, I don't want to die without having a girlfriend, please. And even Lloyd was laughing. He was like, "What? This guy is so goofy. He's cute. What?" So yeah, and also his friends. God damn it!
It wasn't totally like, it was sad, but it wasn't like totally depressing. They did mix in the Frankie bit there, and even at the end, right, with Bond and like Anya kind of giving him like the head pats and whatnot.
Yes,
like, they did leave it off on a nice note. After he woke up from this nightmare,
Nah, poor guy. God, his poor friends, bro. Him crying we've never seen him cry, right? That was him crying.
Yeah,
that was really nice. So. No, I think reading that, I even had I kind of like teared up. I was like, this is actually the first time we see him cry. Poor guy. He was so happy to see his friends, and then boom, psych. He ain't getting no happiness here, boy. Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're going to head into My Hero, the best ED of the season, right?
Right.
Yeah, sir. Say it
honestly,
say it every week. No, this episode, bro, once again, I said it right after I watched the freaking episode. I was like,
I didn't watch this one. I'm actually taking my headphones on this one, because I actually don't want to spoil. So this one, gracefully enjoy the conversation.
All right, go off.
But yeah, I said it right after I watched the episode. I was like, okay, they're 3 for 3 with this season. And I mean, even before going into it, like you see the staff list, you see Vincent Chansard, I believe is how you pronounce his name. You see he was on this episode, and a lot of the team that worked on I don't remember what One Piece episode it was specifically, but it was one of the more recent, like really high tier episodes of One Piece in terms of like production. So once you saw like kind of that team,
Yeah.
and there were some other people on here as well, but to kind of see that, you knew it was like, okay, even the preview for this episode and like the preview images as they were coming out, I was like, holy shit, like yeah, this is shaping up to be an awesome episode, especially with how it left off with Bakugo, because you like figured, okay, it's going to be probably a Bakugo centric episode, and it was. So with him being my favorite character in the series, like yeah, maybe I'm a little biased towards this episode, but like really, in all honesty, like even if you're not the biggest Bakugo fan, like I feel like this content, how they mixed kind of the past bits with Bakugo and All Might and even Night Eye as well. It was a nice touch for sure, and I just feel like really from the beginning, like the moment when him and Deku kind of like connected and then Deku like sent him off, I was like, okay, like here we go. Like they're already it was just all gas. I know we gotta make the joke like
gas,
all
no brakes.
gas, no brakes. Like, but it really was. It really was, honestly. Bakugo getting maybe some things you wouldn't expect from Bakugo in this episode, but then things you just would totally expect from Bakugo, because we learned about how he actually was even able still to live edge shot for real, for what he did to make it to where Bakugo could still live on and fight. But yeah, like the scene where he's literally in so much pain, he's like laughing through it all as he's like I'm like, bro, like that's just Bakugo for you. Like he's just laughing his ass off. Nobuhiko obviously killing it with his performance in this episode. But the bit with All Might in Bakugo, like there was like some heart touching moments in this, like when All Might kind of gave him the arm attachment that he had or whatever, like when he passed that on to Bakugo, and just they kind of showed you like the flashback glimpses, like little cuts in there. Yeah, like that shit was just like some of those little touches were so needed, and it was just I feel like it added so much more to this. But yeah, the production, the fight between Bakugo, All for One, absolutely incredible. It was hyped up a lot before this, and I feel like, and rightfully so, and then some, because I mean honestly, this is probably one of the better episodes of My Hero Academia just in general. I would say, at least in terms of like the past couple seasons, right? Like I can't really. I would maybe go back to like season 4 or something, like maybe one of them like Endeavor episodes or something at the end. I think it was like at the end of season 4. It's been a while since like an MHA episode has made me like feel like this episode did. So yeah, and it only made sense, right, that an episode like that would have Bakugo at front and center. But man, as I talk about it more, it's like more and more things that I loved about this episode come to me, like with All for One, because we were seeing the bit with his flashback of what he was thinking about in this moment, and Bakugo's like, bro, like what the hell, like I'm in front of you right now, like this is me. I think he said he actually just said his name to him, and with the big smile on his face, and just I don't know, the way he was zipping around in this episode and just in so much pain at the same time, but just loving it all. It's just so Bakugo. But then you get like some wholesome moments with him smiling at All Might, and just it was a great mix of everything. Him reflecting on the stuff with Deku. Yeah, it was incredible, man. It was definitely an episode that deserved hype before going into it. There was, yeah, I mean, I can't say any more than that. It was just a fantastic episode. And yeah, Neko, what did you think? Because my God.
I think you've taken it away. I think I think literally everything you said. I think I think the full circle of like how he has felt this whole time against Deku about like All Might, and how he saved him. He literally saved his life. He was supposed to die but he saved his life. Him and Deku coming through together, and I think just that whole part of like him actually awakening his powers fully, and like using that advantage of the pain and him laughing, him telling all for one like, "Hey, I'm Kachan Bakugo, bro. You better listen to me. I'm the final boss. All right, look at me." And it was just so awesome. I remember we were just like up late watching that, and it was so fun. The energy that Bakugo just always has, even his mom, that's what hit me kind of almost the most. His mom
Yeah,
telling
that
his
was
dad, like, look at him, because he has that stupid ass smile like he always does. His dad's like,
Yeah.
no, I don't want to see, and then it just, yeah, it's Bakugo, Bakugo all going all out, Deku doing his thing too, everyone is just pulling through. And I don't know, it's just even All Might, right? He was like, just like, I don't know, just looking back on everything. Even that line of him, he's like, well, usually when the mentor is supposed to pass the baton, they usually supposed to die. And then the other guy was like, no.
Oh, with
you gotta
Night Eye,
live."
yeah.
Yeah, he's like, no,
Yeah,
you
that bit
gotta live
was-
on. What do you mean?
Yeah.
You don't have to always die to pass on the baton. No.
Yeah.
And it was great. A lot of scenes hit hard for sure. And then especially with how beautiful it looked the whole time, just beautiful fireworks, basically. I think we were talking about that. It was just like fireworks show.
Yeah.
It was so
I mean,
fun.
honestly, yeah.
It was really fun. I think Bossman's showing us a fireworks show too. But yeah, it was a really good time. No, I love Bakugo too. Nobuhiko's performance incredible. Just yeah, it's a really good episode. I really enjoyed myself. It was really cool. That's all. I think you just took everything away. I think I just wanted to point out those moments. It was really good.
Yeah. Yeah,
It's-
like even like you mentioned All Might, like even the dialogue about him kind of talking about like him and Deku, like them working
Yes,
together, and like how
together.
big of a thing like that would actually be for like just society, like hero society just in general, right? Or just for them as people, really, too.
Yeah.
That was another like good touch. I feel like it was a good mix of obviously this content with Bakugo, him coming back and just him being him, but also like the way they mix in a lot of the older content from prior, and just kind of having a new kind of more appreciation, I feel like, for that, and just to kind of realize how far, like especially like Bakugo, because his character has out of all the characters in this series, like his character is up there, right up there, probably with Endeavor in terms of like character development. How far he's come. So yeah, so it was a complete package, man. It really was. I'm glad production wise it was, it lived up to the hype, for sure, because it was a spectacle. Even the shots, like there's so many screenshot worthy bits in here, like even the bit with like All For One, Bakugo, Shigaraki, and Deku kind of lined up. I know people were happy about like that panel that they did. So
yeah,
it was fantastic. Yeah, all around. My episode of the week again. I'm at my number one again. I'll say it right now. I mean, just 3 weeks in a row. I think I said it after I watched. I was like, if this isn't my episode of the week, then what freaking episode like would be?
For real.
So
really good.
Yeah, absolutely fantastic.
All right.
Anybody else watch it? I know Bossman did. I don't know if Grem. We know if Grem feels.
You guys don't tell me. Like I told you, if you let me know, I'll watch it.
Or Koshi writes himself into a corner.
He does.
We were saying that through the whole watch. We were like, oh no, you can't beat him, Deku. What are you talking about?
He can't. He can't.
Oh my god. But yeah, you got anything to say? If not, we will. You got something to say? No,
I'm good.
All right. Well, we're gonna head into drama, thriller, and psychological. All right.
Someone tickle Bossman's.
Bossman.
Okay, there you go.
What's up, Bossman? We're going to drama now, and thriller and psychological. Do you have anything, an honorable mention you want to add? Talk about?
For honorable mention, drama. No, because other stuff that we're talking about, no, because we have the other stuff in Romans and everything. Drama, no, like Cat Sound stood 2 episodes behind because I've only seen episode 1 and 2. Haven't seen 3 and 4, so I'm sure you guys are also behind on that one.
Yeah, we are, sadly. Well,
I did enjoy. I need to get back. I'll catch up to that early.
Yeah, let me know, bro. Let me know.
Yeah, and plus the dub is good too.
I'm gonna have time. Because like the first couple days of the week are not crazy. So.
All right. No, dude. Anyone else
One
has anything?
dance.
I'm trying
Alright,
to
One
look.
Dance.
I'm trying to look because I don't know what y'all got on this. Wait,
We got
Okay,
one dance.
All right. Let's.
no,
Man,
no, no, no,
One
no, no,
Dance.
no. Before that, Yano-kun. Where the fuck is Yano-kun?
No.
Bro?
No, Yano-kun would be comedy life and slice of life.
Yeah, but it's not there. It's not though.
But we'll talk about it when we get there.
I'm just saying.
Don't worry, I got you, bro. I got you.
Okay. I'm just saying it's
All
not
right,
there.
I got you, bro. All right. So we're going to Wall Dance. All right. My goodness,
what?
can I just say? I think me and Nate were talking about after the fact. We're just not feeling this, bro. Like it's not dancing.
Yeah.
You know, it's not it's just sadly not dancing.
So
You know,
you're saying I should drop it? Is what you're
Bro.
saying instead of watching?
It, like it's good, but yeah.
It's only
Yeah.
2 episodes, so like I don't know if
Yeah.
it's too early to like just completely write it. Like, but I can't sit here and be like, yeah, like you gotta watch this. Like,
Yeah.
you know, like
I'm
Like-
cautiously optimistic, but like the jarringness of the 3D, the fact that they're not dancing, the fact that they're not teaching any actual like they're right now they're working on rhythm, which I guess
Mhm.
makes sense, but like bobbing your head up and down or like like fucking doing squats to a beat is not dancing. And like I get it, they're working on rhythm, but they're literally just doing squats to the beat. Like
yeah.
I mean, I feel
and
like
then they
that
sit
is
there and go,
realistic.
and then they sit there and go, by the way, you're gonna freestyle tomorrow as an audition. What
Yeah.
the fuck? You didn't teach us shit. Like,
Hey, you gotta put yourself out there. You know.
yeah, but they haven't taught him anything.
So what sounds
It's
like
just
we
the
gotta
flow of the
drop
music.
it. That sounds like it's just like, hey, I don't gotta add this on my list. I gotta remove it from my list. Is what it sounds like.
Yeah, I think I'll just keep watching, but it's just I think realistically, it just wasn't the greatest graphic team to get this. Like everything else is good. It's just literally the dancing. It's not dancing. You know, for a show that's about dancing, the models aren't great.
Yeah,
I feel like Medalist did better, and that I mentioned the first week. Like, bro, Medalist had like good CGI or models
Medalist
for
was
their
amazing. We love
and so
it.
it's like I don't know what happened. Like, why did we get this team that usually does Monogatari apparently? So what happened? So what happened, guys? Y'all guys do Monogatari? Y'all didn't kill it? What's going on?
Wait, is this Shaft?
No, it's not Shaft.
Madhouse, but apparently there's a like Cyclone Graphics or
Yeah,
something. I think that
They've
handle.
done some
I don't know if they're handling. I think they are.
They are,
handling the
yes.
CG. I
I
don't know
think
if
it came
I don't
out-
think it is Madhouse.
No,
but-
it's not.
Or like
No,
what team it is.
they revealed it like during this week, and they showed like actually the process of how they do it, and it's just like, bruh, what the fuck is this? I'm sorry. It's just like,
Yeah.
bruh, we're back again. Like I mentioned,
rotoscoping. It's just like
I
No,
think
it's
it's
not
like they're trying to
rotoscoping. It's
blend 2D and 3D, and it just looks like
It's-
ass.
yeah, it's not great.
Like
yeah.
I feel like you got to stick to one or the other. Like honestly, like trying to
I
like
said
blend
it.
them is just not.
I think it's just how
a
they're doing it.
recipe.
Fucking have Studio Orange do it. You know, like if you're gonna use 3D, like let's just do it. I don't know.
Yeah,
But
I
yeah,
think it's
if
just
you-
their
if-
methods for sure.
If you can't nail what the series is all about, I mean, it's kind of hard to like recommend it. Like in my opinion,
Yeah.
like yeah, the stuff with Wanda and our main dude, like yeah,
It's
their
cute.
potential development could be something to kind of hold on to. Maybe what keeps you watching the show, but they're gonna be dancing more often than not, right? In this series, you know, so it's just kind of, and especially like I it's understandable why they couldn't include, I guess, because I think Neko's telling me this about a lot of
Yeah.
the songs originally that they kind of use in the manga and whatnot,
because
like
of
some Bruno
copyright,
Mars, yeah, some
distribution,
Bruno
everything.
Mars and like Ed Sheeran and stuff like that. I'm like, damn, like if
Yeah.
like that would be freaking awesome if that was in
'Cause,
here, but
yeah,
it makes
we're-
copyright.
It does make sense because
Yeah.
while we were watching, I was going through like the chapters literally, and it tells you like how the anime does, where it shows you the song and the artist, and in the manga it does the same thing, and it shows you like Bruno Mars, Ed Sheeran, and they got like musicians from 3 years ago. Like they're a group, they're a real
Yeah.
group. Like it's a real group, but I guess it's just like more easier to copyright or like get the license for it. So it does suck, but that's not even the main problem. This is literally the dancing. This is like you
Yeah.
guys couldn't make this work. No, why?
So what sounds like-
I don't know.
I don't need to watch it.
Yeah, I wouldn't be in a rush to
Yeah,
check it out, honestly. At least right now as it stands. I can't sit here and be like, yeah, you gotta watch this. Like
for sure.
unless you want to watch it like to laugh because honestly, I've
We've
laughed
been
more.
yeah.
I've been
So,
laughing quite a
unless-
bit watching it. But
Yeah.
So,
We've
unless
been
you
laughing
guys-
at before. Yeah.
Unless you guys tell me when we do how to flop in the next
Yeah, it
three.
could-
So in 3 weeks from now, when you guys tell me how to
Mhm.
flop, like, hey, the past 6 episodes are worth it. You should go watch it, go binge it so we can talk about weeks, and then I will do that. Because right now, in my head, I'm about to erase it from my any list, and not just right now. It's not my importance.
yeah,
Fair
like if
enough,
Wanda
yeah.
wasn't in this series, I probably would have dropped it already. I'm gonna be honest.
No, Wanda's so cute and so funny. Oh my god, she's so great.
Yeah.
Bro, do you want to go out
To dance.
to practice dancing?
she's
Oh, you scared me there.
And then he tells her like, "Oh, are you a 3-year-old?" And she's like, "Poof." I'm like, "What is wrong with you, Wanda? What is wrong?"
That shit was so peak. The way he stuttered, and it had to be right there. Do you want to go out?
Do you want to build a snowman? I'm
Yes, I
sorry. I just
This dude, bro.
whenever I hear
Yeah,
that
like-
line, you want to build, I just think of want to build. I heard Frozen for
What's
so
he
many
build?
times in my life. It just stuck in my
Frozen?
head.
Do you want
great.
to go out? Where did the build come from?
All
What are you
right, we're
doing?
gonna
Anyway.
head on into Sanda. All right.
Mm.
I'm gonna go take a nap while you guys talk about this.
Look.
So,
This is my one gripe I will say when it comes to any type of media, not just anime chat, not just any anime.
okay.
This is all media. Why is it when we're supposed to talk about a secret, right? A secret. We're supposed
Now,
to
Very
Very loud in
huddle
front of
up.
everybody.
Why do they not fucking look around that there's a guy hiding behind a fucking tree? How big
Well-
is that tree to hide that dude? Please tell me,
Yeah.
because we have 3 of them in a herd of
Anime things.
no. But not just anime thing, because in other media they do this. They do it in live action. They do it in comics too. Not as bad in comics because they more. The point of the story is to have the secret identity and have the character hurt and everything. When it comes to anime, the plot is to have this fucking damn secret identity get revealed like a domino effect. Because while we have the guy that supposedly shot Santa 17 years ago, now we have him over here eavesdropping, not reacting not 1 second until you're like, yo, I'm not gonna pretend I didn't hear this, but I'm gonna shoot you first, then tell you, yeah, I just been here, it's all cute. You didn't really propose to her or tell you that you have feelings for her, but instead I'm gonna shoot you because I heard something interesting that you're actually
Oh my
Santa.
god.
I'm like, bro, if this is supposed to be a secret and you're not supposed to tell anybody, why talk about it behind the fucking gym? Don't even look around, there's a dude behind the tree. Please tell me how is this
Yeah.
okay? Like, that's the
Look.
one gripe out of this whole episode that bothered me. Other than this old damn principal hands. If you ever get near me, I'm gonna slap the living shit out of you with my own
Yeah.
crap.
Nah, his hands is really bad. I'm like, get away, sir.
That's
I mean, I feel like that whole thing is just like it's just a
Plot
like
device.
I don't know, yeah, like would it make you feel better if the characters like looked around and then we're like, okay, like now we can say it? Like, is
yes,
that what
I
would
would.
make-
I would because
Yeah.
it would not make them look too stupid or like
Okay.
it would be like, hey, we just told our shit. Like if they look around and then he walk here and say, oh, some kids here. Like at least that 20-second
Yeah.
scene would have made me feel better. Alright, cool. Now it looks like he is a agent of Santa. He wasn't just there on a smoke break, just fucking hiding.
I mean, look, bro. Do you literally look around every time you have a secret? I
Yes,
don't think
I
so.
do.
Dude.
If it's a
You do?
secret, I'm gonna make sure nobody's around me.
Nah. Look, bro. For me, as a person who's always chismosa, you just can't get away from me. So I'm just saying.
Oh.
They be like that. I'm just saying. You think you don't know where I am, but I am.
You need to have
So
your
anyways.
observation hacky up more, girl. You gotta have the observation hacky to the roof because my shit is like kind of courier. I'm here observing, making sure. If you know, you know.
But
It's good fun.
yeah, I mean, this episode we got. I feel like the biggest thing probably is like the lie detector ability
Oh,
or
Yeah, that was
whatever.
interesting.
Yeah,
That was
that's
interesting.
that Sanda has. I feel like that was definitely something really interesting to learn in this episode, and also how it can even kind of take a toll. It seems like on Sanda as well. Like we saw him, he like passed out for a moment in the episode.
Well,
too,
yes,
so like maybe a little.
Say
like
that
a
That's
like.
because he
drawback.
got paranoia. You know.
Well,
Yeah.
for me, I felt like he got like a magic type of depletion, like in a video game. Like once you're out of stamina or once you're out of magic, you're gonna pass out and you go back to home base or some shit like that. Like you have no more potions. Is what I felt like. His power kept telling him who lied. So like you're kind of using your magic XP is what I felt like.
It could be, but
it could be that, but because there's so many, right? It also just from a human aspect, right? Could just it would take a toll on anybody. I feel like, right? Like, so I feel like maybe that's potentially what it could be going on as well. But that was definitely one of the more interesting things about this episode. Also, we randomly saw the girl Ono in this episode, which I felt was a very weird. Like how she just kind of reappeared and then disappeared. I was
also
like,
ran away.
Like,
it's like
was it really her?
Yeah.
Like, was it that easy to find her for her to pop up like that, or like, is she being controlled, or like I don't know? Is this actually her? I guess is what I'm kind of wondering. Like, where did she go off to? Like, where did she come from? I feel like that was like a very kind of random, but also like interesting sort of bit with this episode.
Well, do you have any theory like about this? Because I'm sure all three of us, unless Neko started reading the manga by now, we haven't. I don't know where to go next.
End. That wasn't translated, so that's all I do know. But otherwise, no, I don't know anything. But I did see people pointing out that she seemed taller than usual. She didn't seem shorter, because she's usually shorter than our girl. So that's all I know. People were pointing out. I don't know. I tried not to go too deep into it, but I was like, huh. I honestly, she did look more, I guess, mature in a way, or something, or maybe I don't know. She did seem more taller.
Growth spurt? Like, did she become an adult?
I don't know.
Kind of giving like a Shazam. Like, if anybody knows, like you transform from a child, but then you could get the power to turn into an adult. But
I feel like SANDA is more the Shazam at that point,
Yes,
I think people were comparing him to Shazam.
I see that now. Yeah, you're right. Because he touches red and he says that instead of him saying the word Shazam, you just touch red. You make your blood on you, which is crazy. So anything red, like even blood.
Yeah. Bro, our girl stabbed him just to get red on him.
That too. She continuously stabbed her hand, and at the end of it, she's like,
"Damn,
oh shit, it hurt." My adrenaline stopped kicking in. That shit hurt. I'm like, woman, the way this animation showing it, it looked like dark blood red. You should have felt that like even 5 minutes before you said that. And it took 4 hours for the bandages. It's crazy.
No, for sure. I don't know. I think there's definitely a lot of like tidbits we were learning, even about like the anti-Satanics, the hollow leaves, right? They're the ones that chase after them, and like the principal, using them, and like even trying to get a funeral for Ono, even though clearly she's alive now that we've seen, or again, like Nate said,
and without telling the parents.
And
without telling the parents.
Yeah. So it's like, bro, what is going on?
Well, also
definitely
the school's not trustworthy as well.
Well, clearly, right? I mean, I feel like that principal.
The principal, the headmaster, the principal, whatever. I mean, even just like the whole purpose, like the way it's set up, the vibe you kind of get, like it's an uneasy. The fact they have like that the basement bit or whatever, like when they were gonna send our girl, like
Nick keeps calling it the digital basement.
But he kept saying no trauma. No trauma.
Yes. He does not want the kids to have trauma. That's the whole point. And that's why, like I mentioned last week, I'm like, bro, you're doing it in such a wrong way. He's like, I'm for the kids. What do you mean? I don't want them to have trauma. This is what the whole school's about. We're trying to make them like responsible adults and everything. I'm like, what?
I wonder, like, actually having a no trauma life, would you actually come out, quote unquote, normal?
Right? I don't. It makes your personality for sure, right? Trauma.
Yeah.
So yeah, you need a little trauma in your life. I'm just saying.
Does heal or does make the character in a way? So like, I wonder, like in the story, they're making it seem like the no trauma actually make it worse because you have true freedom or no freedom, or it looks like you're chained. So no matter what, you're gonna break out the cycle. So it's very interesting how the story is trying to tell the reverse of trying to say like, even when you try to shelter them, they're gonna still try to break out free.
Yeah,
I think this potentially could be set like, because I don't really think it is like it may not even be Ono or like she's being controlled, right? And I feel like it is kind of setting up maybe for Fuyumura to kind of come crashing down in a bit in a way, I guess, because like you saw like how happy she was. Like I think she was like crying and laughing when she found out about Ono being alive, or seeing her, right, or like knowing she's alive apparently. So I feel like
Shocker.
she's kind of at this high moment right now. Like she's like, oh my god, like there's there's hope, or like that just was a huge weight lifted off my shoulders. And I feel like now this maybe, if it really is, like, I don't know, if it's not her, this could set up for whoever maybe is behind this, for Fuyumura's character to kind of come crashing down in terms of like maybe something happening to her, like we bring up the trauma bit. I don't know.
So I have a crazy theory. So we're in like Santa lore, like Santa folklore. I wonder, in some stories, Santa has a brother, or Santa has somebody. I forgot what's the name of, but that creature in the folklore, they could transform into other people. So I wonder if that could be Ono as well. Like, is that something that's trying to do tricks, trying to get Santa or those people that are probably working with the humans? Like, that's something that I'm interested in, because like, how far is this type of folklore of Santa going? So that's the thing.
That's valid to bring up, because like like how much into it, right, is the author kind of going to go? Like I feel like that could open up for based on like the lore and the whatnot. Like,
well, dude has sledges on his foot, so like it's like, all right, cool.
Yeah,
he could tell when people are lying, so they're trying to twist it to his powers. He has sledges as kind of weapons on his foot, so like, what else type of powers is he gonna pop up, and how are they gonna twist it to kind of make it within the story? Like, for example, how he could also squeeze into the chimneys. Are they gonna say that he could make himself squeeze into small, bigger, turn into a giant? So how are they gonna change those type of powers that we're already aware of him, but into a manga anime form?
Yeah,
talking about the author, I kind of wanted to bring this up too, because I kind of found this out today, that it was just so funny. So, because I think in one of the volumes, Paru talks about like how she has like a Santa fetish. That's like why the creation of this became. So she's definitely knows all the lore of Santa. So honestly, this could go a lot of places, because she has like apparently a fetish for it, since she likes winter and she's really all about it. And yeah, it was just so funny to see, and people were like, oh my gosh, she's a character for sure. If you haven't read like the new synopsis of her new series or manga series, it's she's a character like her dad. Her dad and her are reckoned to, they're little freaks, I would say, but it's really funny. So you bringing that up, I think she's probably gonna go deep into the lore of Santa, since this is gonna be very interesting,
which opens up more possibilities for sure. Which
I mean, but cool. Too, with the leaves, I was thinking, oh, is that like fall? Like, because right, there's no seasons in this world apparently, right, or something like that. They mentioned that in the early episodes. There's no holidays, there's no seasons. Ono talks about that with Fuyumura about it. So maybe we're gonna see, because I think I mentioned this to Nate in the beginning, that maybe we're gonna see other holiday, like thing, like people, I guess you could, or descendants. There we go. Other holiday descendants. So,
because that reminds me of anybody crazy type of reference. I never thought I'd be doing this in an anime form.
Guardians of the Galaxy?
No, Guardians of the Galaxy is not actually.
Okay.
Santa Claus of the Disney version with
Robin Hood? What? Am I tripping?
Not with Robin. Where they have Santa Claus 1, 2, and 3. Where they also had a TV show back in 2022. Give me a second, I got you. We're here recording, but where they made 3 films where they had the other people from the folklore. Is never gonna bell for you?
Tim Allen,
yes.
Yeah.
Okay, yes, those films. My bad. I always confuse Tim Allen with Robin. Okay, yeah.
So with the Santa Claus films, and I saw the TV show with Wifey, and it was Santa Claus. It was the Santa Clauses, and in this film, they show the other people of the folklore, like Mother Nature, the not the dentist, the Tooth Fairy. So I wonder if we're gonna see those other people, because they're related they're part of those legends. So I wonder if that's something as well, because those two students, kids, believe in Santa Claus, and it gives them this much power. So we are supposed to bring Christmas back. Technically, other people will find out, or other kids need to find out, because if in most folklore that we know, Santa gets his power because of the way people believe in him, in the way that people just have the faith in him. So if other kids are supposed to find out to give them more power to escape, or do more something, then I feel like that's something that people will find out.
Yeah, I think last tidbit, I think like you guys were bringing up, since he is so young, he's 14 years old, having to have held those responsibility, even with like an adult body that he gets. Yeah, like you guys said, it takes a toll on him. But I think too, like how hard, like how much is he changing? Because he talks about it, right? I think even biologically and like mentally, he's changing. He sees now Fuyamura and all these other kids like as little kids. He doesn't find them attractive or anything, because like that's a sin, right, for Santa. So like how far is this gonna go? Is he gonna age already from like his 14-year-old self, or like I don't know, a little cool stuff like that. But yeah, Santa's been fun.
Possibilities.
Yeah,
it's been fun. It's been fun so
Really-
far. I've really
really
been
cool.
enjoying it.
Really,
I do agree with that.
Paru with her creative ideas. I'm telling you, it's like, what, girl, you're insane.
I think it's very interesting. I wonder where we're gonna go next, because I'm enjoying this. Hopefully we get more. This might be a series that, if it's that good by episode 12, I might actually go read it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Next up, Dusk Beyond the End of the World, episode 3.
Can I just say, she wants to fuck her literal brother. Insane. That's all I'm saying. Yep. That's it, bro.
Bruh,
Even the
ma'am.
MC was like, bro, not. Oh, you're actually related? She's like, no, what?
Remember
wow.
in episode
Yeah.
1, girl was literally was giving her the finger.
Wrong girl.
Well, that's like that's
Completely different characters, and they were not actually related.
yeah.
I know.
This one literally has they're literally
blood
siblings.
related, yeah.
And the MC is like, wait, that's.
I mean, the
your
shit with our
brother,
main
brother?
dude's still weird, bro. It's still weird.
What? No.
Yeah, the fact you grew up your whole life calling each other brother and sister.
That's like
Come on,
no.
that's weird, bro. That's weird. That
It's
is
a
weird.
little bit weird, but like
Nah, it's weird, bro.
They never.
Yo,
fuck.
You're
it's
grown.
not
You're
hard to-
almost adults, and you're still calling her Neko-chan or whatever. Like,
look,
no,
look,
get the hell out.
Leafa and Kirito
Oh,
was weird. This
yeah,
is not
literally.
weird.
Tell him, brother. Tell him.
Nah, it's weird. I mean, both of them. Are
It's
weird.
less
Both.
weird, all right? It's significantly less
But
weird.
he still
alright?
calls her sis. That don't help. That was his fault. She even approached her like, hey, if we're gonna continue this, you gotta stop calling me sis.
I mean, yeah, but they're not related. They have no blood relation. They grew up in close proximity. They might as well be best friends. They studied together. They like they were friends more than they were like brother and sister.
Oh man, but whatever. Yeah, the fact. Yeah,
I'm just saying.
in this episode, it was.
Less weird.
And what the hell is even happening in this series anymore? We went from like a post-apocalyptic
fucking know,
world.
bro.
You got mafia now. Like, what is going on in this freaking world, bro?
Yeah, that is true. I'm confused because
It's like, what?
when we talk about post-apocalyptic, I'm enjoying the other one of the touring around on a motorcycle way more than this one, because with this one I'm just asking more questions, because we had a prequel episode 0, now we're on episode 3/episode 4. So I'm like, I feel like now we also have people that have poly and people going out here with a mafia. I'm confused with
Yeah.
how many years has it been?
I'm kind of torn. I'm kind of torn on just like the direction the series is going, because like I said, I don't know. You're in a post-apocalyptic world. Our girl, is out here slicing up people, looking all like badass and shit. Then all of a sudden, like these characters are just like a joke. You got mafia business going on, and just like I don't know. Maybe it'll end up working out, but right now I'm not really like hopeful for, I guess, the direction it's going. But still early, but I don't really have much, honestly, to say about this episode. I feel like, yeah, like the bit Neko kind of brought up was cool. Obviously, we got the stuff with Amaru and kind of like, I guess that kind of closure, for her in a way. Like now she's officially part of like the she's like a trio with them and all that. Which I don't know. I think me and Neko said this too. Like we see her more as like the daughter, but but that doesn't feel like how the show is kind of making it come across. I don't know. Yeah, there's some weird business going on in this series for sure. I'm very mixed on it. I'm very mixed on it so far. I feel like it has some interesting aspects that it kind of had set up at the beginning. I feel like there is still that mysterious kind of, thing lurking there, like in the series, like what is actually going on, especially with our, with our girl. But yeah, I don't know. I guess we'll just have to wait and see. But yeah, like I said, right now I'm just kind of mixed, and even like for this episode, I was mixed on. It wasn't anything crazy for me.
All right. So if that's
Anybody else?
if that's all for that one, we can move to the episode of the GNOSIA. I think we're not supposed to pronounce with a G, right?
GNOSIA.
GNOSIA.
GNOSIA. I think the VAs actually say GNOSIA, I believe, but
I don't know.
Tomato.
Tomato. All right. So three of us watched this together. And it was funny because Neko still dogs on us every episode. Dogging
No,
on
I
me.
stood- I stood by what I said in the pod last week. I was like, I think it's. I would not be surprised if it's Setsu. I'm saying it's Setsu.
And me and him both predicted
Yeah.
Setsu. And the entire episode, Neko's like, y'all are fucking stupid. Y'all are dumb as shit. Why do you
What
always
y'all
think
got
it's
against her?
Setsu? What you got against Setsu? I'm like, bro, it's just like being the person to tell the protagonist what's going on, you will eventually be the one. And I think it's going to be sooner rather than later, but I don't know.
Yeah, with I don't know, with new cast coming in, I'm like not feeling it, but it has to happen at some point because
It has to happen at some point.
yeah, like once we think that like okay, like they've done it 2 or 3 times now where it's like we thought it was her and it wasn't, like it has to be coming at some point, but yeah, I mean, go ahead, Neko.
Sorry, go
Can I
ahead.
just add in that, me and Nate's theory of the ending was right. She's definitely having to finish that book, which was really interesting. Because that's definitely her in the future of this timeline. I don't know. I'm very curious about it.
That's a different
Wait.
show, bro.
Oh, my bad.
Bro,
I wasn't here, my bad.
Bro,
I came back.
that's
I got my chocolate milk.
crazy,
I'm sorry.
That was for the previous one, y'all, by the way.
That was,
Yeah,
in
it
case
was.
you're wondering,
Just beyond the wall.
yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah,
Which
girl.
is-
We
Oh,
move on to a different series, a different season, a different show.
So
Don't
moving
worry,
forward,
because GNOSIA is the same thing, future stuff, of the time loops.
Yeah,
and
the book. Yeah, gotta finish that book.
the book.
You gotta finish that book, But no,
No,
since I was that part, anyways, yeah, it was really cool.
Yeah, Rakio dropping some knowledge on us and laughing at us, saying, and like, cause like the main character puts it out there. He gets vulnerable with everybody and says, "Hey guys, I'm in a time loop." And Rakio just laughs at him, and you think about it, and he's like, "Why?" Rakio's like, "Because I don't." He's like, "What? You don't believe me?" He's like, "No, I believe you." But the fact of the matter is, you're thinking about this incorrectly. You went back to the past, sure, but that's not what happened. That's what you think happened. What happened is you jump world lines a la Steins Gate. So, what you think you know, you don't know.
Yeah.
What you think you know is not correct. It could be anyone. And he goes, "Wait, seriously?" He's like, "Yeah." Like, just because you think you know it's this person, that doesn't mean it's right. And that kind of casts some doubt into our boy, but he sticks to his convictions and gets it wrong and gets killed because he got it wrong. Which, to be fair, I've got to be honest, if I'm in his situation, I would have stuck with it the entire time. The second loop, I would have said, no, it's her. I don't care. Like, I understand Rakio just told me it's not. It doesn't necessarily have to be. I would have stuck with it. I agree with what he did. I know we were talking about it, and Nate, you thought something different about that, is what you were telling me. You said
for
to
what?
play the odds, he should have switched his vote.
Oh yeah, because that's what I was saying. Like once who was it Setsu
Rakio.
or Rakio? I was just saying, like, once, like, what are the odds that it was the same person again, right? Like, out of all the people there, and he,
but
like,
that's the thing. He didn't know how it worked, and Rakio told him how it worked, but we don't know that Rakio knows what he's talking about. Like, I think as me, I would have to do it again just to like see, because I know it's this person. I know it's SQ. I saw her do it.
Oh, you're saying like off
I
rip?
know it's SQ.
You saw her do
You're
it?
saying off rip, like vote her off.
You was there?
Right? No, I'm just saying, I'm putting myself into his like shoes. Yeah. I would, for that entire next round, I don't care. I'm gonna loop again. Like, I'm saying, for that entire loop, in my head, it's SQ. I understand Rakio told me it could be someone else. It's SQ in my head. And maybe that's my issue, but like in my head, it's SQ in that situation. However, I had the benefit of foresight. I had a friend that explained how it works.
You could have waited for this week. You could have waited.
I asked the question, bro. It's not a spoiler. It's not a spoiler.
What else is new?
I'm telling you, bro. Like,
it's not a spoiler, bro. It's not a spoiler.
God damn.
Yeah, you shut your mouth, and I told you that if you don't tell me, I will just go to the person who played the game. And guess what? I did, and I got the information, and it was interesting. It wasn't a spoiler. It's not a big deal.
It is for this episode.
No, it's not. No, it is not.
All they explained it. They explained
all he said is that it's different world lines, so it's not necessarily the same. That's all he said. That's not
all this episode said. So you just could have waited.
I understand that. I could have waited, but I didn't want to. Anyway,
I think my funny thing is that every time Setsu shows up, these two just go whole.
It has to be Setsu at some point, bro.
My poor Setsu, bro. She's just trying to live and be the tutorial guide. How dare y'all?
No, okay. Well, my reason from the first episode was that, like, okay, they're gonna think we can trust Setsu.
It wasn't Setsu.
So, like, maybe they'll make Setsu the GNOSIA this time.
You chose Setsu,
you know? Yeah, like.
So, Chad,
I still stuck with it. Yeah, I still stuck with it.
Yeah.
I stuck to my gut. You know, it didn't work out, but that's all good.
I haven't watched episode 1 and 2 yet, but now I'm excited to watch it and talk about it with these guys. Because one thing that got me excited, because the way we're talking about it, it reminds me of Kowloon, when we were kind of arguing, but also trying to speculate what it is, a different perspective, and which direction is going. So it kind of reminds me of this conversation from our spring season of Kowloon to now. So it kind of makes me excited. All right, cool. I have to watch the show now so I could jump into this conversation of the theories, speculation. Who was it that got away with murder?
So it's the alien this time. I'm calling it right now on the pod. It's the alien. It's the little fucking
the alien could do no wrong. I believe it. I believe in the alien.
I don't know. That's Paul, dude. That's my boy. Paul does no wrong.
What do you mean? It is not Paul.
So you don't know the movie. If you know, you know.
It's not Paul.
You're tripping. But no, I'm excited to see this new cast because all these designs look incredible. Oh my god.
Yeah, they really nail
boobs, bro. Dude.
Yeah.
Like all of them don't have.
They really nail like.
I don't. For the record, some of them don't. Literally, they're asexual.
Well, she has boobs though. You saw, bro. What do you mean?
No, they're gender neutral, bro.
Okay.
What do you mean? Setsu is gender neutral.
She ain't neutral in my heart.
I mean, you keep calling her she, but it is very good. In episode 1, they said, I am not a woman and I am not a man. Stop.
Setsu said it in this episode too.
Yeah, Setsu said it in this episode too. And you know what Nate did? You know what Nate did immediately afterwards? Said,
I just love to know what Setsu got down there, bro. That's all I'm gonna say. I just want to know what Setsu got down there, bro.
Setsu can. Anyway,
but you know what? Setsu's rocking Sophie. That's all I'm saying. Double.
Yeah, so this is why she's my type. If you know, you know. Anyways.
Oh my good brother.
All right, but we got nothing else to talk about with GNOSIA. We're gonna head on into our romance and comedy slice of life. I'm gonna start this off because I do not like this slander. Genpachi Sensei has been great. I love this episode mostly because it's put them in animal forms, which of course you guys don't. If you go to the Discord, you'll see me as Kagura Neko, which is awesome. I don't know, Genpachi Sensei's back. It's a good spin-off from our from the cast and bringing them back, and it even like kind of tugs at the heartstrings, bringing like giving you like tidbits of like the original series, which is awesome. And yeah, if you're just a Gintama fan, this is basically just like fan service for you. And it's really funny. They look forth Brock wall breaking and just it's just typical Gintama. It's great. So yeah, if Gintama fans, we know we're enjoying it every week, and it's been so much fun. This cat and the staff again. The staff just is happy too. You can tell the way they like, express like how excited they are to have Gintama back too is really fun. So yeah, we're eating good. All right, what else y'all have honorable mentions?
So if you want guys want to get actually a good one, okay, we could talk about that one. I'll save it. I'll save my next one. I'll talk about the GOAT here in the romance. But yes, touring after the apocalypse, episode 3. Like Mega Grem said earlier before we started, we heard Lisa. The Lisa ending, the radio wave. And if you guys don't know the voice actor that was doing the radio, that was the voice actor of Kirito.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
It was great. We had Crossing Field play, which is the OP, if you guys don't know, to Sword Art Online. It's iconic. By Lisa, which is why we mentioned Lisa. But yeah, and then of course Kirito is the voice actor of the guy saying, "Do you like our music? You can come visit us, or like we're always playing here." It's like, oh, okay.
I wonder what
the most unexpected thing from this
week
of
so
anime.
crazy.
Like, it was so out of nowhere. Like before the episode, Neck was like, "Oh, you got to watch this one because there's like." There's something in it, and I'm watching like I'm 20 minutes deep. I'm like, did I pass it? Like, where is it? And then the end hit, and I'm just like, bro, what?
Yo, the funniest part about
waiting for that
is
22 minutes and 58 seconds. Waiting like, damn, where's the big thing? Like, oh, the last 2 seconds. Why the fuck did I do all that? I could have just waited. Went to the end, and just seen it.
Now the funniest part about that is actually they didn't know. But in our group chat, we have a group chat for us. I actually posted like the day before, like they ended up watching it before he was told this by Neko. I posted, I said, "Wow, Lisa jump scare." It's like our Crossing Fields jump scare in this episode, and apparently no one saw that message, so they were surprised.
I already.
I mean, even if I would have saw it, I probably would have been confused.
Same.
I would have been like, what?
Yeah. I saw it.
Like,
I was
even
confused.
if I saw it, I would have been like, what is he talking about?
So I just ignored because like I didn't know what to respond to this. I'm like, I don't know what to say.
Yeah.
I already knew by the fact you texted that.
Yeah,
but I mean, I definitely had to shout the episode out for like at least that part. I mean, the series has been fun so far.
It's been good.
I know it's not episode 3, but episode 2. I don't think we talked about it much in the previous. I don't think we talked about it at all actually last.
I don't think you have. No.
Oh, about the
episode
robot
2,
scene.
the bit with the robot and his family. That shit hit at the heartstrings, bro. I'm not gonna lie, it kind of hit, and it was kind of funny. Also,
like,
Ichiro Suzuki, the baseball player, Ichiro Suzuki was the name of the guy.
But also,
which was kind of.
I'm still trying to figure out what happened. Like, was she in a coma and slept through all the 200 years? Oh, like it's been 100 years, 20 years, 30 years. Like, I'm trying to figure it out because
I don't even think they're. I don't think they're. To me, the series doesn't even seem like it's worried about kind of explaining really.
It's not.
I don't know. Like,
it's just traveling. Okay,
it's like some Girls Last Tour. Like Girls Last Tour, like they're just like they just make the most out of the situation they're in, and they just kind of go. They just fuck around and travel the world. Like they don't really go deep into like what is actually happening or like what happened. And so I don't know. I've been enjoying this. I've been enjoying it though. Honestly, it's been fun. It's like my nice like Yuru Camp-esque kind of series for the season, like that chill vibe. Good vibes for the most part. I mean, like I mentioned, the previous episode kind of tugged at the heartstrings a bit, but but maybe they'll surprise us and they're actually, we get into some deeper shit. But
I kind of hope because like Vash said, I'm so curious about that. That's like the one thing I'm curious about. Like, is this person actually the sisters? Probably not. Because like the time discrepancy is kind of vast, right?
Yeah.
It's like, so how is she here? Is she like Was she born in the shelter, like, and there's not many humans left, and she snuck out? Was she
That's what reminds me.
cultivated somehow? Was like,
Fallout.
what's going on here?
Fallout. This is what this reminds me a bit. Fallout. For anybody that knows
True.
the game or has seen season 1 of the TV show, it like kind of reminds me of like, is it that girl got told a bit of the truth, but then girl got told that some people are not alive, but then we just found out that there's a radio guy that's our boy Kirito. Are they about to actually meet him in his type of radio station? So is he actually playing this because it's like there's people that are still alive? I Am Legend. It also reminds me of that. If anybody knows that one as well. Is it I Am Legend or?
I don't know. It's
Yeah.
I Am Legend.
Yeah,
yes.
okay.
Because like I feel like they weren't surprised that people were alive. They were just surprised that they found somebody. If that made sense.
Yeah, but also the girl that is an android needs to eat, but also can't.
I don't think she does. I think it's.
She
I think
just
it's like a
enjoys it most likely,
companionship.
right? Just
I think it's a
just-
companionship type thing, right?
Probably.
Like, because she is like the best friend of the other girl, so it's like so she doesn't feel strange. Maybe like I think it's a companionship type beat,
Okay,
is what I
okay.
think.
But like you said, I'm enjoying the series. I just want to
Yeah.
know like what the fuck happened to our planet. I'm not sure if I'm the only one as well. When I see this show a bit, I'm like, what happened if you actually are the only one alive in this world? Like, would you just let us be just traveling and just have a companion that, like, in my head, I sometimes do kind of, in a way, try to see myself in this reality. Would I survive? Would I be able to handle this mentally? Like, how would you, try to cope with this? But also in their situation, they wasn't living in this era, so they don't have also any attachment to that. So it's just very interesting. Like, how can you try to relate but also understand that type of scenario?
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know.
You guys got any others? Cause I got two.
The one I was gonna bring up, since you asked,
Go ahead.
the one I have here behind me, the GOAT. May I ask one more thing? Episode 4.
That's on Isekai.
I said a secret.
Well, we.
I mean, I guess I
Yeah,
could
from
apply for
ours-
either.
That's what I
Yes,
said.
from
Rome
ours-
was about to say she literally devoted herself to the prince of the next king. Like,
I'm just
girl
saying
already
it's
s-
already on the list. Is all I'm saying.
okay.
I mean, the
we
thing
can
is,
talk about it now. It's just I'm just saying. I'm just letting you
look.
know.
Initially, it wasn't isekai until we got revealed that this
Well,
week.
it's not,
you know,
it's not an isekai. It's a.
a
It's a fantasy.
but-
It's a
but,
fantasy.
you know,
I mean, if you want to
it-
move
it
it,
is
go ahead.
isekai now.
but
It could
I
apply
was
for
just-
either. It could
Yeah.
apply for
just-
either.
Yeah.
We here.
Yeah, I was
We
just
here.
letting you know what's on the document.
Appreciate
It's
it.
just-
I was blind. I didn't see it, but we're already here. So let's just continue on. I really enjoyed this
Go
episode.
ahead.
I just got excited. I just wanted to talk about it. I probably couldn't wait.
Go ahead.
Probably got impatient. Either way, I just love her just giving her the knee jab to the prince of another damn fucking country. Even just did an uppercut to the damn dragon. The dragon just said,
Dragon.
I ain't gonna bother you no more. I'm gonna just watch you beat my own master up. And she literally, the guy said, hey, I got a blessing to have a body of metal. You can't do shit to me. Like, word, can I test
Yeah.
that? He said, yeah, you can, but you ain't gonna do shit. Like, word, I got you. Just kept doing like the knee but Hadouken. Just imagine
MMI.
playing
Poor
a game.
guy.
Just imagine playing a game and you just have the same person doing the same button, X, 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 and just
Basically,
can't
yeah.
repeating it until a point it actually worked, and he got a fucking concussion, and it was crazy. She said, all right, cool, now that you're done, I'm gonna fall in love with you harder. She said, word, you nasty pig, I'm gonna throw you out the country. And just did a Team Rocket, and I fucking
So
love it.
messed up.
I love it. I don't know, it's
Poor
just
guy.
I feel like
That's
I'm
not even my
watching her.
favorite scene of the episode.
Is that the end of the episode? Yes, but it's just like
No,
I feel
said
like,
it's not my favorite scene. Is all.
oh, is that the thing? Favorite for me? It's just my most enjoyable. I feel like I was watching like a Rhea Ripley, just in the anime form, like just
For you, yeah.
being like brutality, and I love it. If you talk about my favorite scene, it will be the scene when she devoted her life to the kingdom, but then the prince said, "You know what? Scratch that. I don't want that. I can't wait that long."
And all the girls went, oh my god.
I
Nate, I fucking Nate, dude.
I
that
want that
episode.
right now. I want you to devote to me. And she,
Holy shit.
and the way her attitude, he's like, this motherfucker, like, you know what? Yes, I'll do it. And he's like, I can't wait that. And just grabbing that chin shit, I'm like, yeah, He alright.
You squealed, yeah.
Bro's a smooth
Yeah.
operator. Bro knows how to smooth talking.
Yo, watching this with Nate is just hilarious because every time moments like that show up, he's like, "Oh my god!" I'm like, "Yeah, I guess the girls will squealing, you know." I think my favorite point was just finding out the other girls like isekai, right? So
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's
we
crazy.
so like that revealed that from our point of view, it isn't an isekai, but actually it really is because of the other character, which I was telling you, I was like, I kind of was thinking so because of the opening. It shows someone like touching her
Yeah.
face and she looks more innocent and stuff. So it's like, oh, is this just a situation where, because I've read a lot of these, and the situation where like the isekai person is actually really evil, which you can clearly see. I don't know why she's like trying to go after our girl. Maybe she's always had a vendetta. This is just like a reverse, right? Like, or like, we're seeing the point of view of her being like, I hate this villainess or whatever. I'm trying to get her down and stuff like that, you know?
Probably in
And this
the
is an
game,
isekai person.
probably in the game, the girl in the red dress, she's actually evil, but before she becomes the evil person, she probably try to trade places.
Something.
Probably.
Something. So yeah, that was
I
my
think
favorite point.
Yeah, I did like. I think it was cool to like, kind of when you're a couple episodes in deep, then to drop that, because usually, obviously,
Mhm.
like it's set up from the beginning, you know. Which maybe there were some things or some signs there at the beginning. Like maybe we'll go back and
The
be like,
guns.
yeah,
Because
maybe
right, there's no guns in this world, so that's why she was like so adamant about it. She's like, hey, we can use. I didn't think
Yeah.
about that until just now. Okay,
yeah.
fair.
So there's probably other things, yeah, like we could look back on
Alright.
like that and be like, oh, like it was kind of, there were some signs, right? But yeah, I mean, I was talking about in the previous pod, like I was like, oh, like what is, or I think it was the previous pod, like what is gonna be kind of like the counter
Yes,
to our
it
girl,
is.
or like what is gonna be like an obstacle, and then this dude, forget what his name is, but he freaking shows up, and I'm like, okay, like maybe this is what I was asking for, but then still,
Yeah.
she still ended up just
Beating his
uppercutting
ass.
him. Yeah, but I mean, still, it is kind of an interesting. Yeah, I mean, oh, dude, it was like you're sitting there watching it, and you're just like, oh,
Bro,
It
I was
hurt.
laughing.
Yeah.
I was, and I just was unexpected how she stopped the dragon tail. I didn't expect that.
Yeah, bro, she did the sit down on the dragon, like
Poor
stop.
God.
Stop,
Yeah.
boy. Let me not hurt you. And I love how she said, "Don't steal my meat. I'ma
Yeah.
murder him." I'm like, wait, huh?
Golly,
She heard
girl.
it like, wait, you're still gonna murder me, but you don't want him to murder me. You want to murder me yourself.
Mhm.
So like, yes.
Also, the way it was a really great scene. Kind of, I guess, ribbing on the dance scenes where they spin
sure.
around and they're like they're dancing and they're spinning. She jumps in and she starts laughing. She's like, while fucking spinning this dude around, and then you realize she's spinning him by the leg, and then you realize she's fucking whipping him around so fast that she's creating a tornado, and all the other nobles are there, and she fucking throws them. It's like, oh my god, bro, she's awesome.
Seeing them going off the balcony was killing me. I was telling Nate, look at
Yeah.
they're flying
They're
off.
flying, bro.
And I'm like, what the fuck? Yo, she is insane. I love her. The crown
awesome.
loves the crown prince loves it. Her just pummeling people too.
Oh,
It's just a
he
freaking
enjoys it.
freak situation, He's like, please, I need to see a front row seat, please. I want to see it. Go ahead, even though your brother's having stomach pains because of what you're doing. Don't worry, I got you.
Don't worry,
No,
I'll
ahead.
marry
he's
you.
good now. The brother's good. Like, wait a minute, you're gonna marry him? Oh, my life is good now.
thought
My
you were a
heart is
lost
good.
cause. I
Yeah,
thought
right.
you were cooked. I thought you were cooked. Like,
He said, I
Well,
think
he
it's gonna
doesn't
be
know.
fun.
They're both not a good combo. They're gonna make him maybe be in a coffin way sooner than he thinks.
Oh yeah,
poor guy.
that poor dude's gonna have like aneurysms and like
Oh man.
Bro's gonna have
all
anxiety
sorts
for
of-
days.
he's gonna have all sorts of bad things happening in his stomach.
Oh,
He's gonna be wrecked.
I
Wait,
love how he
oh,
came in to be like, I never heard the signal, so I came to find out what's going on. Then I see my sister. She beat up everyone bloody.
for real. For man,
You're like, what
it's
the
fun
fuck?
seeing Pummel. Yeah, she's a force to be reckoned with, and it's
I love
very
it.
interesting for sure. Each episode, and of course, maybe saving all these slaves because poor people. We gotta help them out, man. So yeah, it's just been very entertaining each episode for sure.
all right.
All right.
Okay.
Next.
Next honorable mention, anyone?
I guess I'll bring up Yano-kun, Yano-kun's been fun. I
the
like this.
dad.
We met the
Yeah.
dad, which was really cute. I really love being the dad because he has the same situation as his son, which is really funny.
Yeah, so the dad.
So anyway, no,
My
yeah,
bad. Go ahead.
the dad basically disses his own kid. Like, bro, he's stupid. He's stupid on
No.
stupid, bro. He's dumber than dumb. Cause like I understand that you are goo goo gaga for him. You are
Yes,
heads
yes.
over you are head over heels for him. He is retarded though, so you gotta educate him.
Well, it's not really it's just I understand, right? He has
think
his
about it,
thing.
right?
No, well, no,
He
it's
tries
the thing.
to
He doesn't want
distance
people to like
himself,
him.
right?
Yes, he doesn't want people because clearly,
I
right?
get
We've
it.
seen where if he does get close to people, things happen even around those people. So it's like for him, he's like, bro, I'm guessing this is just me guessing. Maybe he's hurt someone before, a friend or whatever. So now he has this trauma of people like being close to him, which I guess that's why he does appreciate the president still keep going after him and like wanting to be his friend and everything. And I think that's why the dad, that was my favorite moment of the episode, the dad reassuring her, like, no, like, because she was worried about like, oh, is he pretending not to notice my feelings? Because clearly, like you said, she clearly has Google eyes for him. But in his own way, he understands her feelings, probably not like consciously. He knows that it's feelings of love, but he appreciates her kindness and being there for him, even with all the stuff that he is always going on around him. And his dad's can clearly we saw a flashback of him smiling at her when she's like treating him, so that the dad knows that his son cares about her too. And she saw even at the end that he gives her candy and stuff like that. And so that was like my favorite bit of the episode. And the dad too was really cute before I got interrupted from anyways. But yeah, the dad was really
Pepe.
cute. Pepe, dude, fucking Pepe.
Yeah,
I love that guy. But it was I don't know, the dad having the same situation and the house being like the corners of the house being like kind of barricaded with I forget what they're called, but they use that for the elderly, right? So they don't get hurt and whatever when they can't and stuff like that. So that was really funny. And they have like a lot of bandages in the house because, bro, having
a whole bookshelf.
Bro,
it was like a whole freaking every shelf was just full of bandages.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. The mom and then the president have a type, and I don't know how they can handle them for sure. But it's cute. I don't know. I like how we get some steady little progression here and there. It's really cute. I liked it a lot. This episode showing the dad, because usually we see the dads like way later, or the parents, but seeing them really early on and reassuring her about like their friendship and like their everything was really cute. I don't know. It's really really good.
And we also maybe found a place where he stays safe at.
That you did, yes.
Yeah, the granny's like little candy shop or whatever it was.
Wait.
Yeah, like
there's a spot that he don't get hurt at?
I mean, when he was in there, he was helping her like put stuff up on shelves and whatever, and he didn't get hurt at all. So, but the instant he walked out the store, something happened.
So Nate was like, "You don't have to live there."
I'm like, bro, you're gonna have to live there. You're gonna have to have like your wedding there
and have a work from home job. We're about to have a work from home job.
Right, like literally, because you just get hit everywhere. And also you find out the dad goes from the same school, so that painting that fell on them, I think last episode, was actually his dad. So Yano-kun family have some mysteries that we might have to dive into, because clearly this what they go through is crazy. I don't know, it's been a fun time each week for me personally. It's really cool. But my God, you got anything else to say? Oh,
I'm good, man.
Okay. And
any other honorable mentions?
I guess my other one is A Star Brighter Than the Sun. This is my manga, bro, and it's awesome. I will say, bro, I think I'm just always astonished that just how beautiful this series looks every episode, and how creative they get with like the added scenes that they do with going back in time with the flashbacks. It's really cool. I did like how, I think Men got it. You were talking about, like, you were scared of this, like, the friend, the pink-haired girl, the classic trope of, like, the girl crushing on the guy and stuff like that. But no, immediately when she finds out...
We got a worse classic trope. Don't worry.
Oh, okay. All right. We can talk about that. But I just really appreciated that once our girl, the friend, found out like, oh, you have a crush on you like him? Oh, okay, bet.
Through her, she's like, let's go, let's get you this man.
Yeah, I love that. Usually we kind of go into drama about it, but no, she immediately was like, "Hey, I can find another guy, dead ass." And for me, it's just relatable because I was doing that in high school too. Like if I like someone and my friend liked them, I don't know, I gave up easily. I was like, "Man, I'm good." It's probably a wrong way to look at it.
Yeah, he ain't all that.
Yeah, it's just like I was impressed about it. Maybe I don't know. So I don't know. I really appreciate that out of her. And even this episode, she's pushing them. She's like being the best wing woman, but maybe too much, right? Because you don't want to go that crazy, girl. Like calm down. Like our other friend was telling her, she's like, hey, let them go at their own pace. We don't gotta rush it. Let's watch them from afar and help them out. We don't gotta go crazy like you're doing, girl. But also the mini confession, clearly he was talking about her, the classic, I like someone, and he's, which
the objectively worse fucking trope, the fucking I have a crush on somebody. Oh, I wish you the best with your crush. I have to give up on you now. Bitch, it's you!
Oh,
it's you, motherfucker! How more obvious can it get?
Hey, but look for me, it's just I this is a little love story of a little situation in my elementary. I had a boy, like we both liked each other, but we people make fun of us, be like, oh, you guys are a couple, da, da, da. So in your mind, and even though this situation isn't the same, people don't actually think they're dating or whatever. For me, I wouldn't think of that person liking me. We would do the same thing that they would be doing, like giving each other gifts and like helping each other out and whatever. But in your mind, you're like, nah, there's no way. So I don't know. For me, it was relatable.
I feel like you made fun of me for this before, because this is the exact same thing we talked about with me too.
Your situation is different, bro.
No, it evolved in a different way, but it was the exact same thing until that point.
No, that's what I'm saying. I only made fun of you because of the end part. All right, it wasn't the prior.
But like, I'm just saying it's the exact same thing, and I kind of get it. But like,
I get it. No,
I get it. It's all I'm saying. You dogged on me, bro. It's the same thing.
The thing is, at the end of the day, he confessed, and I just didn't respond, and it was the end of the school year. So leave it at that. And then we reunited, and then he still likes me again.
So what you trying to say is like it's the same thing. What you're trying to say is you dogged on me about something, and you did the exact same thing, bro.
No. At least I didn't get avoided. That's all I'm saying. Anyways,
anyway,
it is Starbright of the Sun is really good. They're adapting
really good. It's
really good. Bro, out of all the shoujos that don't,
these two motherfuckers really just need to fucking talk already. Like that's all I'm thinking.
100%. And maybe
talk,
they will
get together, touch each other.
Crazy,
touch each other's butts. Just get in. I don't know, bro. Anyway,
yeah. And then that's it for me. Cause I don't know.
Ranma.
I mean, do we want to talk about Ranma?
Let's talk about Ranma. It was fun. I like Ranma, man. I know Nate's over here every episode going, man, this shit ass. But like it's good, man. It's classic rom-com in the past. As much as I dogged on Yaiba for being old,
literally Yaiba.
As much as I dogged on Yaiba for being old,
in terms of the development,
this is old, but it's old rom-com, which is a little bit more bearable. All right,
it's crazy.
I
mean, no.
The guy they introduced in the first episode, the stalker dude, this dude now, whatever his name is, fucking. These characters are not it, bro.
I don't know. The Phoenix Pill is just stupid.
And I mean the whole freaking, I don't know. I guess I should just expect it. The development just moves at a snail pace, but I mean that's just how it is. But
look, I
guess at this point, I'm just not a fan of her storytelling.
It seems so.
And I just don't think. Also nowadays, it just doesn't hold up well. That's just my opinion. But I do like this a lot more than Urusei Yatsura, I will say. I mean, the bar that set was pretty low for me anyway, but like there's some episodes here and there I enjoy, but like I don't know, this season so far has just been just kind of whatever to me. Honestly, I just really just want to see more development between the main two, and like that's really it.
I get you.
Like,
I get you. I think
the rest of the cast is just forgettable for me at this point.
that's
They're
fair.
all right, but
See?
I understand you.
Yeah.
I think what it is for me that's keeping me on it and like enjoying it still is Neko told me one thing. She's like, I just want you to understand this. This is 10 times faster than it was in the old anime.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
100%.
I'm like,
100%.
I'm
So,
like, then if that's how I'm gonna have to get this content, then I'm gonna get it like this because there's no fucking way I'm gonna sit through 10 times slower than this.
I will say in season 1 I did binge the original and it was 60 episodes in and 70 or whatever. Yeah, it's very more filler, you
So that
know.
means
So
Nate would have dropped it that shit like within 8
yeah,
episodes.
yeah.
Not even 8,
Like,
bro. 2.
yeah,
Keep
so
it done.
this is more faithful to the manga. So I've never read the manga, so this is fun for me for learning new characters like the Stalker one. He wasn't in the original. And there's other characters that are really cool and stuff like that. And I will say, little fun fact, Crash or Gunner is actually catching up to season 1. So this is very interesting. That I guess we're gonna hear next week about maybe his binge chilling. So I don't know. He's been enjoying it. He says so. That's awesome. But yeah, overall, I don't know. I like the grandma. She's just crazy. Trying to get our boy, to shampoo the pill, yes, it's stupid, but, classic gag, So, I don't know. Just typical shenanigans. He had to disguise himself as a male because of how he can't turn back to his male form. And yeah, I don't know. It's pretty fun every time for me personally. I watch it in dub, so it's great. I don't know. It's a good time.
Okay.
But yeah, I guess we can go into our main topics. Chitose. Oh, well. Actually, no. Do anyone else have honorable mentions, actually, or are we good, G?
I mean, I would just say my awkward senpai.
Yeah, I was
the
gonna
Oh,
say,
character
yeah,
okay,
is-
okay,
we
go
talked
ahead.
about that,
My bad.
you
Yeah,
know.
go ahead. The
I
Angela
think
OP
it
is good. I didn't like y'all opinions on that, all right? Nah, the Angela, I don't know what y'all mean. Well, it was mostly to
Well,
Aaron,
yeah,
so
I
I'm
wasn't even
But
hating
I'm
on
sorry.
it.
But
I like
Aaron-
it. I just think Angela has better songs, personally.
For sure, but Aaron's saying it doesn't sound like her. It doesn't sound like her usual music. I'm like, bro, she's did this with the villainous one where she goes like the I don't know the tempo. I don't know. I like it. Yeah, it's fun. So that's all I had a rant about. But otherwise, this was really cute. Seeing her more open up, which was awesome. I was like, oh, that was so cute. Her like while being a little tipsy and whatnot, giving our boy a little smile, even our boy being a little happy about it. It was cute. I don't know. There was a cute
The
little development.
lipstick on when she fell on him.
Yeah,
Like,
she was
when they were
thinking
getting
like,
in the car.
they
Yeah,
have- he has a
she was
girlfriend.
thinking. Yeah, she was thinking. Oh, he has a girl. Like what? Like wait, why am I getting all worked up about that? And then the one dude just came in like kind of like, whoa, what the hell you got on
Oh,
your
that
shirt,
is
bro?
lipstick, bro.
Bro, you slide dog. I'm not even gonna press you about it, man.
Yeah.
I didn't know you got down like that.
Like, wow.
Yeah, of course, it ended up being from our
From
girl.
her, of course.
Yeah, but it was a fun episode. Seeing like
was
them
good.
out of the workplace. Having a good time
Mhm.
drinking.
Also, her getting hammered to protect him
Yeah,
Cute.
because
cute.
she knows that he doesn't like alcohol, so she got hammered to protect him.
Yeah.
And I feel like he didn't, he caught on, but he didn't,
the project. Yeah, the project.
Yeah, the
Nice.
Would you
project.
recommend this anime to me?
Yes.
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
That's a lot of fun so far. Honestly.
Very fun.
Yeah.
And the name of this one again is what?
My
awkward senpai. Yep. All right. So I guess we're gonna go into Chitose. I would
No.
say that. Huh?
Little Miss Vampire can't suck
Oh.
right.
Oh.
All right.
Go ahead, brother.
Y'all people don't put no respect on this cute ass show, all right? So, the vampire got a second mother. Not only
Oh.
is our main character her mom, but now there's another one, and she started opening up to the rest of the class. So she's no longer playing the aloof, cool big sister vibe. So she's letting people in, and her circle is getting bigger, and that kind of threw off our boy. And he grew mouth and lips and all of this for this episode. I'm guessing it's gonna carry on. because it's actually really cool. It was like a manifestation of him trying to be invisible and not be seen as a person so people would overlook him. But now we actually see his mouth and his lips, and he said, maybe I can put an effort into. And so there you go, Neko. Your trope is gone. He has a face now.
Oh
And
no.
apparently they played it as if it was part of like the fact that he was trying to pretend not to be somebody. So
I see.
he has it now, and I'm assuming he's gonna keep it because that kind of feels like what they're going for with it. It's really cute. She's got another person that she can try to suck.
Oh.
She's a vampire. She sucks blood.
Oh.
Don't think dirty, bro.
Well, actually, if you didn't know, actually, when they're sucking blood, that means sex. I learned that in Vanitas.
And yeah, in Common
That-
Night. Yeah, Common Night.
Common Night.
All the Night, and of course, the Twilight books. It's a very
Oh.
intimate fiction.
Oh.
So yeah,
Yes, you
Oh.
know, when you put the tongue on the tongue, you gotta do the circulation back and forth.
anyway,
Oh.
yeah. So I'm just saying, y'all need to put some respect on it. You know, check it out, Neko. You know, check it out.
You
Neko.
know,
Neko, check it out, Neko. You said you would check it out, Neko.
I'm sorry. I lied. I'm sorry. I will. I'll try. You know, another one you gotta put respect is inexpressive. You know, that one was really cute. You know, me and they were watching it. Episode 3 was really cute, and then also by the end, you know, it was getting a little steamy. You know, they found them in the storage room.
They're like 2.
Storage room.
Yeah,
I don't want it to be. I don't want it to be steamy. They're like 2-year-olds, bro.
Whoa. I don't know. That was really cute. Just, you know, I don't know. I
They
like the
look
dynamic.
2.
Well, okay, damn, what the fuck, man? But no, it's cute. I don't know. Me and Nate's been enjoying it. It's just pretty fun seeing him just try to, you know, make her have expression, like, you know, react basically. And it's just, I don't know.
I
it's
think
cute.
the girl what's her
the
name?
president, right?
Tabuchi or whatever her name was.
Yeah.
Yeah, like her introduction is kind of I feel like helped a bit.
Yeah, but that's
sure.
100%.
Yeah.
I like her a lot. She's definitely a good rival towards our main character because she just wants to. She's like, no, you got her line before me. Fuck.
Yeah, and the bit with the teacher kind of. I got a kick out of that.
God.
I did get a kick out of that.
Bro, that teacher is hilarious. He was just like,
the teacher thought the kid had a crush on him. Like what? That was like what?
Bro, because he was blushing because
Bro
of
has
our
no,
girl.
yeah.
No,
Bro has
like,
no awareness. Or,
He was like, bro, I appreciate, you know, your I guess, you know, how you are in the class, but no, I don't see you that way. He's like, what the fuck are you on about, bro? It's just fun. The cast is really fun. I think that's what I love is that the whole cast feels really included in like every episode, and it's pretty funny. The class, I don't know, it's fun every time. But yeah.
Good. But yeah, one more, my last honorable mention, just to make the boss more angry, because he's urging us. And so if you guys don't know,
30 minutes honorable mentions. These are honorable.
He keeps typing out in our notes to move the fuck on already.
I
just want you to know that.
3 more.
So anyway, our next honorable mention, of course, honorable guys. Fuck my brain. What was it? Fuck.
He didn't even have one.
No, it was don't touch it's the hentai. Look, bro, hear me out.
Oh my god, bro.
Why?
It's serious.
Why? Because the soccer chick is trying to get with him. The soccer chick is pursuing him romantically, actually. And we got to see his magic hands at work again, you know, and she really wants to get with him. In the shoulder blades, yeah, bro.
In the shoulder blades,
bro. It was so I watched this with Boss Man, not an hour before this recording, and he was like, "Where is he putting those fingers?"
No, the way they visualized it was like they made you think like he was putting them somewhere else, but it was the shoulder blades.
Exactly.
And then,
that's what it meant, God. I was like, wait, he's going through the shoulder blades. Why it didn't look like he's making it look like he's going up through the, through the bone of Punani? And I'm like, the visualization is crazy because, like, in one spot it looks really shoulder blade, the other spot looked this. But the most funniest thing is that me and Menga were watching. I'm here just lurking here doing work, doing the document. They forgot / lazy to animate the panties back in one of the scenes.
Yeah. So in one of the scenes, when we see her full body, she
Turn to
has
the
her
side.
panties on. She turned to the side. She has her panties on, right? The next scene where they show her full body again, she has no panties. And then the scene right after that, she takes her panties off.
And
So that
throws
means
it-
she had them on. They just didn't have them animated. They didn't have them drawn in. So
Yo, that show's funny.
it's kind of great. But no, yeah, we get to see a little bit of a budding romance here. She is actually trying to pursue our boy. She's trying to get some. And now he's gonna get blackmailed by the
By two
swimmer
people.
girl. By the swimmer girl.
Oh no, Takamina-san.
Who's
don't
been
go for
gathering?
her.
She's been gathering a lot of info.
Bro, she walks in, continue having sex with her book open. Continue.
I'm gonna just
I
take
am
notes.
watching. I'm taking
Noted.
notes.
Noted.
Noted. We're not having sex. It's a massage. I don't know. I heard her moaning with pleasure. I'm fairly certain y'all were doing more than that. And she's butt ass naked. You do not need to be butt ass naked for a massage. Like, it's really hot in here. The
A lot of
tea,
people do
I'm
though.
sweating, drenched in
But it's not
sweat.
needed.
My clothes
That
drenched
tea,
in
man. The
sweat.
rose tea.
The rose tea, bro. It's the technique, bro.
Yeah.
Anyway, I just had to bring that up because if I didn't, Crash would come next week and fucking talk about this for an hour. So I just wanted to get that out of the way so
Always
he
gotta
knows
do
we
that
talked
anyway.
about it. That's true. That's true.
Yeah, we're getting a synopsis next episode. Get ready, folks.
We're getting a synopsis. Don't worry, bro. Chitose in the Ramune bottle. Bro, I love Chitose is so cringe and I fucking love it. He is the most cringe. Don't you want to see titties? Not really.
Yeah.
Maybe women are scared. Don't you want to motorboat them
Yeah.
Call me king. Call me
though? Call
king.
me.
Like, all hail the king. I'm like, what
All hail
is this
the
dialogue, bro?
king.
He's like, but wait, no, those are my boobies too. What?
Yeah,
But
those
the-
are mine.
Hey, but
So
don't
fuck
go
off.
under her, bro. Those are my boobies.
Bro, I don't know, man.
Bro.
I'm just getting PTSD from freaking Tomazaki-kun, which I absolutely hated.
I don't know what
Damn.
Tomazaki-kun is on
It
the
was
internet.
it was good, Nate. No,
Yeah,
no.
nah.
Fuck, man.
I don't know what
I don't know.
Tomazaki-kun
I still
is.
like
The game
I'm
of
still
life.
interested. I'm still interested in the series, but this little bit with like him trying to get this dude out of his room and whatever, like I'm not a fan. But I like I don't know I think the relationships with the other girls and the kind of how they were introduced in the first episode, there were certain ones that had me like interested. So I'm, it may take time, but excited to get into more of those. There has been some bits where, even Chitose has kind of mentioned that like, oh, like he's kind of alluded to like, oh, being the popular guy, it may seem all nice and whatnot, but like really it can come with its like challenges as well, like trying to keep up that kind of, persona, if you'd maybe want to put it that way. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, this episode for me was nothing crazy. I honestly found a lot of the dialogue like really cringe, but yeah.
I think what I loved was the opening and ED reveal.
Oh,
I'm not
yeah.
watching the series,
Yeah.
but that was
on the
really
stream,
beautiful.
we were gassing the combination for this one up pretty heavy. Like
It was good. It was a good.
production
It was
wise,
very good.
like both look absolutely spectacular for sure.
No, for sure. I think that alone. I mean, I think even the series in general looks good in general, and that opening ED is a really good combo for sure. I'm just not.
Yeah.
I'm just personally not watching this because I'm just not in the mood for these routes kind of thing. And then
Yeah,
I just know apparently it just doesn't go anywhere. So
I'm still
I don't got
keeping it
time to
open.
race for that.
I'm still keeping like I'm still saying pretty like optimistic because like I had mentioned last week, like the first volume content or so is like the people say like the weakest content, or some of the weakest content in the series. So yeah, we'll see. I feel like there has been some glimpses so far in the first two episodes where I'm like, okay, like I actually think I could like certain aspects of this like quite a bit, but I don't know. Some of like the dialogue, I feel like the series tries to come across as like I don't know. It tries to come across as something like really like deep or like poetic, but it's not like I don't really like get that kind of feeling that I get from something like Origairu, for example. Like, because I feel like Hiki is, you know, some of his dialogue, some may say is like the same way, but like I don't know. I feel like the way it's something about how this one comes across for me. I don't know. I'm not sold on certain parts of it yet, but it's still early. We have 2 cores of this coming. The light novel's been highly regarded. I haven't really heard anything negatively in terms of like how it's being adapted or anything like that.
No,
So
hers is doing good.
maybe I just gotta give it some more time. Like I said about the first volume content, from what people have said. So yeah, this episode nothing to really like write home about or anything like that though. So anything else from y'all
No.
or no?
I'm interested to see where it goes. But I mean, yeah, you mentioned it is really cringy.
And the girls also, I gotta mention the girls. Are these girls kind of stupid or like what?
Well, okay, so what I think it is that
Bro, the girl's like, I'll just like whenever you want to come around and blah blah blah. Like you gonna be waiting for how long you trying to wait, girl?
well,
Like you like
I mean, I thought that was okay. I don't know why you were so
and she's
angry
not
at
the only
that.
and she's not the only one probably.
Well, no,
apparently.
but she showed a lot of like emotional maturity in that and said when you want to actually open up to me. Cause like most girls in this situation would be like, oh my god, I love you, oh my god, be mine. I want to go out with you. That's not what she did. She said when you ever actually want to open up to me and be real with me, then we can talk. And I felt like that's different than what we normally get in series like this. And I actually found that quite like refreshing that she put
I
it
mean, I
out there.
like
Like
that,
I
but
understand.
how
that-
long have they been like this?
Well, that's
Girls getting dragged along forever.
Well, I mean, she's clearly not pursuing him like she's not pursuing him because he's not at a place where he can do that, and I think
Like-
she knows that, and I respect that she knows that and she's real about that with herself. She's not going to pursue something because he's a little man child who's not like opening himself up. He's not being vulnerable with them. He's not being real with them. And I don't know. Me personally, I really like the fact that she called him on it and said, if you ever do want to open up, maybe we can talk. I thought that's more development than we get from half of these characters in rom-coms. I feel like, and it was a throwaway line. Like I thought that was really good. Like it's a good bit of characterization for her. I found her at the very least her maturity and her being able to call that and like call him on that specifically, someone she likes. I have so much respect for her after this episode. So like I understand what you're saying, but like I don't know, I kind of got to disagree.
I mean, no,
with
you're
you on
right.
that.
Like the way characters kind of like in comparison to a lot of other series in the genre, like yes, a lot of characters don't handle that the same way. But I don't know. Like they've obviously like she obviously likes him and she's made that apparent. And she's even told him like, oh, there's so much like I have to tell you, you have no idea. And like, you know, when you're ready, which is fair, right? When you're ready, but like, bro, they've been. I just feel like for her. From her like perspective, I don't know. Like if I was in her
Well,
shoes,
I
bro,
think-
like how long are you gonna?
I don't think she is waiting. That's what I also think. I don't think she's waiting. I think she's just letting it be known that if that point comes and I'm not entangled at that point,
But yeah, but
then
he
I
has
will
feelings for
pursue
him.
it. She does, but she can't. I don't know. You cannot pursue someone with with that type of mentality because you won't get anywhere. And even if you do, it's not going to be real, right? It's the same issue that go back to Oregairu, which this reminds me a lot about. It's why Hachiman couldn't end up with anybody until season 3 or until the end of season 2 when he fucking was honest and spoke to them and like bared himself, like honestly. Because at that point he was just spinning his wheels, and even though he knew both of them liked him, even though he was aware, they were aware, they had been discussing it, everybody was aware that these 3 liked each other, it never progressed anywhere because it was all on him. And I think it takes a lot for her to not pursue something. And it shows the hallmarks of a good character that she isn't trying to push him into anything because he's not there yet. And until he gets there, it's not worth pursuing because you won't get anywhere. And I don't know. For me, I thought that was awesome. And I understand you're saying
No, I'm looking at it
I
from
don't think
her.
she is waiting. I don't think she is waiting.
I just think from her perspective, like I would have been moved on already, or at least tried to,
It's not that easy though. When you care about somebody, like it's not that easy to just move on. Like, and I think she has, right? I think realistically, she hangs out.
like
with
you
them because-
you gotta leave the, plenty of fish
gotta
in
leave
the
the
sea,
friend
bro.
group?
Like you
Like-
like you gotta like play the field, man. Like you can't just sit
I
here and
think
like
we don't
you
know
can't
that
just sit
she
here and
isn't.
say she says, okay, I'm gonna wait until you're ready for to talk to me and whatnot. Fair, but like in the
We don't know
meantime,
that
it's like
she's
you're
not
just gonna
playing
rely
the
on that.
field.
You're just gonna rely on that. Like I don't
Well,
know.
we
In
don't
her
know that
position, if I
she's
was in
not
her
playing the
position,
field.
I'd be like, okay. I mean, I guess, yeah.
We don't know enough to know that.
We know our dude definitely is.
If next
damn.
episode she sits there and goes, "Oh, I wish he would look at me. Oh my god, blah 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 blah." Then yeah, I'll agree with you. But as of right now, we don't know that she's not playing the field. Maybe she does got a boy toy on the side. Maybe she is talking with other people. We don't know yet. So like, I feel like you're judging her just a little bit too quickly. Is all.
I'm not judging her. I'm saying I would like if I was.
You said,
No,
you said
I'm,
like,
I'm
you should
trying to
just
look
move
out for her.
on,
I'm
like,
trying to look out for her. That's what I'm saying. She should move on. There's maybe greener pastures out there. That's all I'm saying, bro.
It's not that
This
easy,
is
man.
this is the fictional female. I love this. The support. What a man.
Crazy, bro.
So anyway, pass the monster meat, Milady.
I'm
Speak
sorry.
on that.
I did not watch this episode. I'm so sorry.
It can't be
Oh
that.
my
I'm
good.
sorry. I'm
God.
sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't. I made it look bad. I got a little, I got a little monster meat in action earlier. And pause. I'm
What?
sorry. It's the context with family. My bad. Don't take it
That
out like
was
that, guys.
crazy. That
Don't
was
take it.
so
Don't take it out like
crazy.
that. I had a
I
family
was
dinner.
Anyway,
sorry.
when it
I
comes
had a
to
family dinner with Beauty Out, right? That's all I meant, But Beauty Out is a monster meat, I feel like, honestly, all right? Anyways.
when it comes to the monster meat of this episode,
What the what?
You watching it?
yes, I am
Oh.
watching past the monster meat, Lady. Of course, I am. It's just
Speak on it,
it's
brother. Speak
tasteful.
on
Because he loves monster meat,
I do love monster meat. But I do have a question with you guys. If you were in this world, would you be in this kingdom if you were starving, like we found out the information earlier? Would you actually eat the monster meat and not feel like it's nasty? Because look,
Yes,
Yeah.
I said that since episode 1. Me and Grim, I was like, whatever she
That's
gives
why.
me, if
That's
it's
why
good,
it
I'm
pisses
eating
me
it.
off so much.
I'm
It
getting
pisses me off that they care so much that they're like they're
Literally.
against it. Like
Yeah.
her entire region, they were saved from starvation, and they still treat her like an outcast for
and the mom
researching this.
too. And
So
the
that
mom
it
too,
can,
they hated her, which is
it's
crazy.
bullshit, dude.
That's some bullshit, bro. I'm so upset
It
about that.
pisses me off. Like this is one of those situations that I would really love if Scarlet was here
That
to
is
beat the fuck out of these people
Oh my
who are
God,
ignorant.
Scarlet would-
To beat that meat.
To
Mhm.
beat
Scarlet
that
will.
meat. Damn right.
But I
Tender
love how the prince or right, he's a prince, right? Or is he more
Oh, he's a knight.
knight,
Well,
right?
he is, but
He is a former prince.
he's a duke.
but
He's
Duke,
he's a
yes,
duke.
thank you. That's the word. Duke, I was trying to find. I love how the Duke.
Well, I mean, you were correct when you said prince. He is the king's brother, so he
Yes,
is.
but
then,
he's
The
a
White Knight.
but not the one
Oh.
in line. So like correct for the Duke. Vice versa, Prince, Duke. I love how he keeps reminding her in each episode. 1, 2, 3. Like, by the way, reminder, the reason I'm here, I know we're enjoying our time, cooking, having little cute moments with the shish kebabs and everything. But in case you forget, I'm here to marry you. Ask for your hand. So even if you feel that you can't pursue your dream, I will make it into reality. But don't forget, I'm here not just to eat with you. I'm here to, take your hand and marry you. I just love how he just keeps reminding her. She's like, oh, yes, you're right. Oh, fuck, I keep forgetting that. So I just really enjoy that scene of her being so gullible and kind of forgetting. Like, I really enjoy that.
You know what I really enjoy? Every episode. I wonder what he'll think when I tell him the real reason. Tells him
Oh my
basically the real reason. I'm so afraid. Baller, dude. That sounds fucking awesome. Next episode. I'm so afraid of what will happen when I tell him the real reason. You've already told him the real reason.
Ew, man.
But The reasons
I
don't sound
wonder-
that crazy. It just sounds like
It's not.
they eat
It's
meat
just trauma, you
and
know?
they
It's
just
just
take out the
trauma, it's
blood
just-
and she uses it to make fire and cook it well. That's about. I feel like it's just a crazy mad scientist type of shit. Like,
It's just
Is-
trauma.
and there,
It's not even crazy. She's doing it for the
No.
people. Like,
but people see her as crazy because she's doing like a taboo thing. Like, who in many
Oh,
animes
fuck.
we don't hear that you cook and eat the monster that we eat.
lies.
No,
There's
God,
an
no,
anime
it can't
all
be-
about it.
It can't be.
Well, it's like an
No.
isekai. In the isekai series, they be doing that
Yeah,
shit.
but it's a
Campfire
fantasy
cooking,
series.
Dungeon Meishi. Come on, we got all sorts
That
of
is
shit
true. That is
where it
true.
happens.
And that one's not an isekai. That's literally just the fantasy world, you know?
That's just the fantasy world, man.
But I don't know. I think like you brought up in the beginning, I haven't seen this episode, but now with that context, I feel like yeah, like since the first opening of the episode, like episode 1, the guy, you know, wanted some of her sandwich and it had a monster meat, you know, and he was eating it up. And he was like,
That's
very
the tastiest
good.
stuff, man.
And then he hears
God
monster meat, and he's like, "Ew."
Oh God!
I'm like, no way, brother. If it's good, I'm eating it up. Look, I'm a Latina and I eat chicken feet. If it's good, I'm sorry. And I eat a lot of crazy things.
It's like your
I'm just-
parents when you're younger, they slip some like veggies in your shit and you eat it and you don't know. It's like, oh, I slipped that in there.
Yeah,
Oh, why'd you say it like that? I slept out.
I
I
just
put
can't.
that all the way in there.
No, but I can't deal with the aspect of how people would be like nasty about monster meat. That pork or that
Literally,
dragon
bro.
or lizard look like the most nicest clean cut
Literally, bro.
all full meat of pork,
It was a
Oh, chicken.
it was a sheep. First off,
sheep, whatever it was. The meat looked so good that I was like, yo, if
Sheep
you-
meat.
it was
Yeah.
wagyu. It was wagyu, bro. It was dead ass. The marbling on that some bitch. That's some wagyu beef right there.
But the thing is, too, they're scared of the toxin, the magical stuff in it,
But
right?
it's
So,
clean.
you know,
already been removed.
right? So it's like I don't know, man. They're
It's the
too
technology
traumatized.
she's literally
mental thing.
developing. Like,
Yeah.
it's a mental.
it's a mental
It
thing.
is a mental thing. That is true.
And it sucks, but hopefully,
Like,
they can
if
turn
you
around.
had, like, if you had some bomb ass meat and you were told, like, afterward, hey, that was a person. Yeah, mentally that'll mess you up. I
Oh.
get that.
oh,
But like, it's bomb as shit though. Like,
oh no, yeah, yeah. I
It's just
get it,
rem-
yeah.
When you said that-
we do not condone cannibalism.
No,
Yes.
we do not.
It
No,
reminds me a
no.
bit when you said that of anybody read this book, not as banned in some high schools and everything, but is Lord of the Flies. That kind of reminds
It's
me of it.
banned. I didn't know. Wait, that wow.
Yeah,
okay.
in some high schools, I just found out that some high schools
Wow.
in the country where it's banned, but that's a whole different conversation because of those
Okay.
political aspects.
Well,
But
No, that
um,
is a good book though. But yes,
yes.
it was pretty. Yeah.
it just
It's
reminds me of like trying to survive and trying to make a lot of decisions that you wouldn't do because of survival. So like
Yeah.
knowing that the kingdom, the people that are supposed to protect you, they found a way to feed you by feeding you monster meat, but taking out the toxins, taking out the stuff that
Yum.
don't look like it's monster, but you can still have the nutrition of it. And I'm like, bro, that shit looks like some gullible stuff. I will eat
Good
that
as
shit like
hell, dude.
nonstop. If you put some barbecue
Mhm.
sauce, some cheese, I'm good. You get my stuff. A little nice
No,
sandwich.
100%.
It looked really delicious. Like I'm all for it. Damn.
100%. 100%. But all right,
But
I mean, if we're done with this, then a good show. Hope you guys check it out. But we're gonna move on into our isekai and fantasy, which I want to start off with real quick. I don't know if we want to talk about this isekai quartet. I know some
Oh,
of
bro,
here
nah,
haven't
it's
seen
so
it,
good, bro. It's
I don't
so
know if we wanna wait
good.
till next week, so we don't spoil. But maybe we could do that. I don't know.
Nah,
if
we gotta
anyone-
let's talk about it. Nah, I think I've already talked to Nate about this episode enough. He
Oh,
he
you did? Oh my god! All right.
Yeah.
Oh, I told him
Um,
I didn't care if he spoiled.
Yeah, he
Oh,
told
okay. All right.
But I do want to watch the movie first. That's why. I
Yes, for
haven't
sure.
watched it.
We all need to, for sure.
we all need to watch the movie, which we're doing next week apparently, or sometime next week.
sir. I think before you, since I guess I just wanted to touch on this part. I think I really like the part of the lore of what we're upgrading. That our characters are actually changing within the
changing.
series, because I actually didn't even think about it, which I
So
guess it goes
good.
into the movie. Bayako having a good relationship with Subaru,
With
which was
Subaru,
really cute.
I didn't clock it until they
You didn't?
mentioned
Oh.
it. I didn't
no.
clock it. I was like, yeah, it's Bayako, and
You
he's
see
so
the
happy and all
story,
that. And
yeah,
I was like, of course that's what's gonna happen.
yeah,
And then somebody, was it Schalt here that goes, since when were you two so close? It's like
yeah.
we've always been, and everybody else is like they've
Like,
always been that close. What do you
yeah,
want?
yeah.
Like
Well,
it was like, ooh, wait, I
yeah,
didn't even
yeah.
think that. Like,
No,
and
no,
then
I think because like you said, you don't remember a lot of the events in season 2, but season
yeah,
2, Bayako is still her like tsundere self and like calling him like
yeah,
Baka Subaru. And so see, for me, I honestly I didn't even think about like, oh wait, are they updating the story within which which is really interesting. I think other aspects too, which is really messed up. Like I messaged Grem, I was like, bro, that's fucked
yeah.
up. Why
I
would
was
they do that,
awesome,
bro?
bro. The goat, all alone in a room, sad.
Oh,
My
fucked up,
goat,
fucked
bro.
up, man. But no, I
Rest
think
in peace, Joshua, bro.
rest in peace, man. Just yeah, if you don't know, Isekai Quartet is putting all these isekais together, and making a story out of it. We get to see their daily lives and high school life, but now we have kind of a more deeper lore now since the movie introduced something which we haven't seen, but they kind of touch on it this episode. That
Yeah.
since they're actually not really the characters themselves or copies. That's a theory
Yeah.
though. Which is I guess I don't know. We will see in the movie. But yes, it's very interesting that they're actually changing because of every season or whatever happens, right? That comes out, So I think, and I was thinking this too through the episode. I was like, did they time this? Because like that season, was ReZero especially. Those events tie up really well. So it's like, so that means they planned this like really well,
Yeah.
really,
Well,
really well. I
because
would
it's the
say,
anime studio that's doing it, right? They all share the
yes.
same studio. So
Well,
it is in
yeah,
sync with the events that are happening in the anime.
yes,
It's the same studio because each of the series in Isekai Quartet have their own chibi shorts like
yes,
for the
by
series
Katapoa.
themselves.
Yes.
And those shorts are like the studio that does those shorts for each of the series does Isekai Quartet.
Isekai Quartet.
Yes.
Yeah.
And plus,
Not the series.
and they'll probably
Yes.
have a showrunner trying to guide them, trying to make sure like everything's done to the personality or character trait that is. So they probably have like a guide or something, most likely.
They do really well. I think, yeah, Isekai Quartet has been good on that, like, reflecting the personalities really well and even clashing. I think since season 2, introducing Subaru and Kazuma, because I've always wanted that crossover and they made that come true. It's really
That was
fun.
that was in season 1, brother.
Was it season? No.
Yes, they were the first 4 Isekai or Isekai Quartet. It was them 4.
Okay. Fair enough.
It was Subaru, Kazuma, Ainz, and Tanya. Those are the first 4. That is Isekai Quartet. That is those 4.
See, season 1 I don't remember. Season 2 I'll remember more. Okay, weird. All right.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. That was a good crossover for me. So seeing even this episode, Cosmo and Super talking again, and them talking about Garf and Otto. He's like, "Oh, that's your homies, huh?"
Those
Super's
are your homies. I've never met them before. Like, no, they've been here the whole time. I don't know what you're talking about. No, I really haven't met them before.
It's just even the point that he's embarrassed, right? He's like, "No, Subaru, no. I mean, Cosmo, no, they're they just look at me like a boss man, but no, I'm just chill or whatever, bro. And Cosmo's like, all right, bro, all right, you too OP, bro. You got all the ladies next to you, you got all the homies. Like, what the fuck? You living the best life for real." But I don't know. It's really fun each time to see the series back. And I guess after we see the movie, we can theorize more about what's going on because Ainz seems to find out what's going on. Cautious hero.
Of course, it's
Austin.
Ainz. Of course.
Of course,
Yeah, it's Ainz and Roswell talking in the back, being like, "Wait a second, this don't seem right."
Roswell is a sneaky bastard. He knows. He's like, "Oh, so you found out, Tom?"
Also, gotta say, I fucking love Megumin talking to herself.
Oh,
Megumin
yeah.
and Megumin and Amelia, of course, sharing a voice actress. So them always paired together in every scene. So they're always talking to each other, which means it's just the voice actress talking to herself. It's awesome.
Really, really funny.
Bro, imagine being in that booth. Like surely you voice all the lines for one of the characters and then you switch and voice all the lines for the other character, right? But imagine being in that booth, like to hear her talk to herself. Like it's kind of crazy. Like it's awesome. I love it.
Really, really, really fun. I don't know, Garth too with that competition by the end, and then Albedo winning
Garth
it.
and Albedo being on par with each
It-
other is fucking insane, by the way. Like,
But who was it? Rim. Rim was like, "Tuh, he's not even that great. I'm like,
yeah,
oh, Rim, wait, why you be
bro,
like that?
Rem having an awake Rem be here is also an interesting choice
That
because
is
they
true.
could have had Rem in a wheelchair or something, but they didn't,
Yeah.
and Rem is awake. So that is a choice that was made. And
Yeah,
it's kind of interesting to finally get to see what Rem would think of these other characters.
that is
So there
true.
you
So
go.
maybe that's why they did that, honestly, just to give insight. Maybe. Nah, I don't know. I haven't seen in the. I think the only fallback, or maybe I'll try. I haven't seen Eminence of Shadow, so I don't feel anything with him coming on at the end of the episode. So it's like I know
I'll tell you what, you're
my
not
fans
missing
would.
much.
I know, but I don't know. I have some chatters telling me, bro, it's fun, and you gotta catch up. And I'm like, to be honest, I kind of want to because Isekai Quartet, plays really well on the characters of the series. So it's like I kind of want to know what their personalities is and like what
I mean,
references they're gonna do. I kind of want to know.
you got his main personality trait. He's an edgelord standing on top of the building,
He's a
not
chuny.
participating.
Yeah,
He's a
yeah, that's all
chuny.
I know.
Yeah.
But I want to. I think they're gonna do more references, and I want to be included. I don't want to be left out. I don't know.
Oh, they'll do that atomic shit. You know that.
Oh, of course, of course. I saw in the trailer.
I
They do.
am atomic or whatever the fuck he said.
Yeah.
Oh my god, no, I don't know. Isekai Quartet is always fun each time, man.
It's so
it's a
fun.
blast.
It's a lot. It's a blast. I agree.
Yes, 100%. But all right,
But-
another honorable mention I want to dive into is the assassin one. Oh man, we finally beat Elf Girl. Oh my gosh, she's so
Elf
beautiful.
girl, y'all.
Golly, I don't know, really cool to. I think what I appreciated about this episode a lot that it kind of really destroyed the tropes once again
Yeah,
about.
killer boy.
I know, what's his fuck, Saran?
Griffith.
Yeah, you're right. You're right,
we
you're
were
right.
calling you a Griffith.
You're right, Griffith. Yes, he had to die like that. Like he was such a good mentor, but it makes sense. He's a mentor, so he had to die. Fuck. I don't know. He just. It was so sad, after he found out that, which out of all the things I respect the MC, him revealing himself to the princess, I was like, brother, that was not it. Even Saran's like, why? It's fine. If you did that mistake, I'll pick up. Those are supposed to help. The little their peeps. What I forgot, I blanked out of that. But I don't know, that really caught me off guard. I was like, bro, out of everything you've been doing that's been really well, you've been cautious and everything. You really had to do that, show her your face and everything. That was so dumb.
So we got to see that his boy, the Knight Commander, his boy has the power of fucking Doflamingo, and puppeteers one of the students into destroying a group of students' crystals, so they're not under the curse, so they leave, which is interesting and a cool development. But yeah, that was I'm excited to see where this goes. Somebody said, I don't remember who it was. I think one of you guys, to tease me, said like it reminded you of Failure Frame. Like
It was Vash.
kinda.
It was Vash.
It was you, okay. And like he gets the elf waifu here. He is out of the castle. The only difference is that they didn't try to kill him already.
But then the process
Well,
of wanting
they
to,
did.
they technically
Tried
want to, they want to, they just
But
they
they
didn't get there
try
yet.
to.
But
Exactly.
also, because I believe I watched episode 2 with Neko, and
No, I don't dig. No. Oh well,
so
I was asleep. Remember?
you
Yes.
saw the episode before me, but then you
Yes,
rewatched it with me,
yes.
but then the rest of
I
you
did.
didn't. But overall, you kind of
did.
did because we did
Yes.
discuss about it overall the next day.
Yes. Yes.
The
we
point
did,
of the
we did.
story is when I saw this episode and we saw like the mentor die, I came to Neko and I told her, yo, I come to realization to not trust posters in this season or in future seasons when it comes to anime. Because in this poster, they have the fucking damn mentor in the front of the poster making it look like he might be a big or important character for the next 12 episodes. But no, this motherfucker, with spoilers, chat, he died within the first 10 minutes of episode 2. So you was just in the poster, just being there just to hang there or just to mark it. Great. But now in my eyes, I'm like, bitch, I thought he's gonna be there, be by his side, probably lead the kingdom, walk around with your mentee, show him how to become. Then you die later. All right, cool. I didn't expect you to die in episode 2. You be in the poster. I thought your vice captain that got the, Nos Anime play. I thought he was gonna die or something. No, but we have the mentor in the poster. That's what fucked me up, chat.
No reaction to me calling him Dofi powers, huh?
No.
I don't even know what Dopey does. So
No, I didn't, because I get what you meant from that, like the tricking, the deceiving, and everything, and the manipulation.
Oh, the puppeteering, the literal puppeteering.
Yeah, exactly. The
Those- I don't
puppeteer,
know,
the
man.
strings. He has the strings. I get what you mean.
He's got the string.
the one thing I've been hearing about this series is apparently they've been skipping content, or like the adaptation's not
Oh, they
the
have?
greatest. Yeah, so people are saying like there's certain things in especially this episode that would have helped, I guess, a lot. People are saying.
I can tell you since I'm reading both now. I'm reading both
makes
the manga
sense.
and the light novel. So what is the only things is like they're changing, which is like I think I kind of like the change they did personally. I understand what they mean by the montage. The training montage was supposed to give you more world building about like his powers and stuff, and like why he has the maxed out hidden ability. He has it because he in his old before he got isekai, he was really good at concealing his identity and whatever, right? He was, you can see in the classroom, but apparently he was good at hide and seek and all that. So that's why it reflected in this world. That's why it was like he had him maxed out. There was a lot of things the mentor was telling him about the world that I'm guessing we will see later. There was another detail because I think I was opening up with a lot of the tropes that I really loved that I didn't do, was about the students hating him and stuff like that, which apparently the hero was supposed to hate him, which you kind of see visually when the training montage happens, that the hero kind of gives him this stern look while he's training with the mentor.
Yes.
The hero was supposed to be like jealous of him. He's like, oh, why is he getting that attention, yada yada yada. So it goes almost to that tropey start, but then at the end where we see them telling the hero like, hey, no, you need to calm down, I got you. And that's like basically the starting point of him appreciating him, being like, he's like, why did I look at that guy like that? That's why at the end of this episode, when they're all trying to go find him with the samurai guy, which I love the part with the samurai guy because it gave us more info about the MC's family and stuff with that, which isn't in the manga. But in the light novel, I'm still not reading, but a fan of mine was telling me about it. They're like, it's a little different. But I think I like the inclusion of the samurai because in the first episode, you see the samurai guy being more, he notices our MC a lot more than the other students, and he talks about it. I forgot the conversation they had, but he was like, no, that's, yada yada. And, he's usually the one that's like not as talkative. But now we see why, like, they were kind of like close a little because their sisters, used to be friends, and he's found out about his secret about working, trying to, help his mom, since his mom's sick and stuff like that. So little details like that, they I guess like switched it and like changed a bit. But yeah, I mean, for me, I kind of like still, even though we didn't get the inclusion of the hero hating him and, having the typical trope of the hero, having this hatred for him, I like the inclusion of the samurai guy. Because in the manga, the samurai guy just, slices the crystals and stuff like that. And then you see him like, talk to the team and be like, hey, let's go find him and stuff like that. The hero has more of an inclusion, you can say, in the story. But I don't know. I like that the samurai guy has the more inclusion of the story, and he actually cares about the MC and stuff like that, right? Because you see him like he's like, oh, I wished I stood up for you before, and that's why I'm gonna do that now. So I don't know. I think I get people's complaints about that, but I think I personally still like it. And I think other gripes were about like the romance between the elf and the MC. I think one of my fans were telling me like, oh, their interaction was a little bit more different. It was a little bit more horny, whatever. But I mean, I like it. I think they're taking it more slow. Trailer wise, it seems like the romance is still gonna be there. It's just not gonna be as like, crazy. I'm not crazy, but I mean like as horny. I like it that, we're slowly getting there, right? Because, he thinks she's pretty, she kind of appreciates his presence. It's going to more like, I don't know, like slow, start. The MC is more expressive in the manga too, and in the light novel, he's not as like not cold, you can say, but like, more monotone or whatever, right? I don't know. I don't know. I like the adaptation so far. It's definitely not 1-to-1, but I like the changes and the differences they're having because it gives me more fun things to read in the light novel and in the manga. So I don't know. I've been liking it. I like the tropes that they're not trying to do like every other thing, like Ari Ferretta, like I explained last week. Because bro, my God, like at least there's some actually heroes in his classmates that actually want to help him and actually like be there for him. So that I appreciate that a lot. After I saw the episode, I was like, you know what? Finally, we get some students that aren't on the MC's dick. At least they're trying like to be like a cool team.
That,
And
but
trying to like go
also
find them.
they don't
Also
trust.
a good part of failure for him, for the record.
And also, they don't trust the kingdom right away, where they also question it. And I do understand why, from what Memory said, that some people may not like it, because I just searched up on Analyst that this anime has 11 goddamn producers. Like, they have Sony, Crunchyroll, TMS, Overlap, the BS Fuji. They have Warner Music Japan, 11 producers. So that's a lot of cooks in the kitchen. So we should be happy. At least it looks as good and it's done at least as well with 11 cooks in the kitchen and with one studio with Sunrise. So hey, at least I'm being entertained by this, at least being done well. So with this many cooks, it's been enjoyable. I'm really curious to see where we're going next now with the new episode, because for those that know, we record on Sundays evening and we have the episode come on Monday, and the new episodes that come on Monday is one of this and Campfire Cooking. So I'm excited to see the new episodes of those.
Yeah.
It's so cute. It's gonna be fun, man. I've been enjoying myself.
Same.
Yeah,
But
the one other thing I will add on top of that is because I was reading as well, is that apparently there's certain conditions or like for him to actually use his shadow magic or whatever.
Yes.
There's certain like conditions where he like it's better for him to use it. It's not just like he can just use it out of thin air or like randomly, like how I feel like it kind of feels like that in the anime so far. But I guess in the source material, there's like specific things that need to be, I guess, ideal for him to use it or whatever. So that was another thing I had read about. So
yeah. I think
also the Minotaur fight was kind of lackluster. I will say that.
Yeah.
It is. I think in the manga it was the same way. The light novel maybe goes into it a bit more, but it was the same thing.
Yeah.
When I think of a Minotaur fight, man, I think of Bell versus.
Yes, I was just about to say that.
I think of Gleam Eyes, bro. I think of Gleam Eyes.
Oh.
So I was gonna say Gleam Eyes from
Gleam Eyes and the Bell fight are equal in my mind. They were both hit.
I don't know. I mean,
Gleam
Damachi's a
here,
shout.
and then
It is a shout.
And then Bell's fight is right here. Like the right.
I think they're right there, bro. I think
I'm
they're
okay
right
being
there.
tied, but I feel like Gleam Eyes was there. But both, either way, great shout out, great reference, because that's what I thought.
Good shouts, yeah.
That's
Good
what
shouts,
I thought it would have been. But then once it happened, I'm like, that was whack. I've seen better.
Yeah, that was hella whack, actually.
Fair.
Like,
Fair.
I think we are so spoiled for like these Minotaur fights, and that was kind of
it was.
Yeah, Bell had 2 of them. Gleam Eyes 1, and there's like probably a few others that we could shout out that I'm throwing brain fart, but yeah.
There's definitely some.
Fought the same Minotaur 5 times, like
Yeah. Like we'll see some
and all of the fights were better, and all of the fights were better than this one. So
for sure. I think his powers are very mysterious. I think we'll go into it really soon. That I'm curious about, even the elf girl having the same kind of like truth eye or whatever in the sense. I don't know. We'll get into it. It's gonna be very interesting.
If I could give the next shot for the next anime, the one I want to talk about is That Is a Hero, Mom's a Spirit, and I'm a Reincarnator. This anime is cute. I'm really curious to see about the political aspect of how we're gonna continue forward when it comes to Ellen and her power, because girl just made 12 pot of gold of bricks like it was nothing, and she gave ideas that are much better than these adults, because sometimes, if people know, sometimes kids tell much better ideas than adults, and These kids.
She's not a kid. She's a fucking scientist.
Yeah,
She's
in her
very
head.
smart,
Yeah,
so-
in her head, she's 25. And for those people that's there, like a whole grandma and the butler, to look at her like, damn, girl, you're giving some smart ideas where people around here would think that you are the most smartest person in the world. So that was pretty interesting in that aspect. I really enjoyed that. But I really enjoyed the episode, the scene of Alberto, Uncle Alberto and her talking by the bed and talking about like, hey, this is what you could do better. I will talk to father. But if you want to choose which life you want to live, cut your ties with the prince and let's move forward and we can see what's going on. So I really love that. Like she was looking out for him, but she also wanted better for the family, for her father, and also smart in that part. So I really appreciate it in that episode, and that was my favorite part. Anybody else have thoughts about this, Anna?
It was so interesting to see how conniving and like smart the hero is, because the hero fucking set this up. The hero needed proof so he could kill Alberto. He was trying to get proof and to figure out what the prince wanted, right? So he sent her in as bait. And Ellen, smart as shit, destroys the letter so there's no proof.
That's smart.
So that it was like there's like 4D chess going on, and when the prince hears this, the prince goes, it's almost like I'm playing a game of chess against the hero. It's like now I want her more. And it's like these 3 people in this chess match is gonna go insane. Like it's so much more intellectual than you would think.
It is.
Like there's so much more strategizing happening.
And that's what I love about it. Like,
think.
it's a political aspect, but without being political, it's more like who's making the next step in the power of power, because he also wants to the power of spirit. Because even as you said to Alberto, like, hey, these people are stupid. They haven't realized why they don't have access or can make contract, but they want to still play ignorance after all these years. So I really enjoyed that aspect as well. Like, it's very interesting. I really am enjoying this ISEKAI a lot, so I'm very happy about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't been enjoying myself. I think another honorable I have is the Court Magician. These 3 episodes have been great.
Yeah,
I
it's a
love
good
the team, the adventures. You know, his people guy is back. You know, like I think I mentioned last week, like how
Well-
our boy's homie like just wants him to get that revenge, and it's awesome.
But
And
how
in
do
this
you
episode
feel
too.
about
What do you
this
mean?
ending, though? I really want to know, how do you feel about this ending? Because I was confused that this guy
What
was
do you
trying to... The ending guy, the guy that was...
Yeah.
He
As
reminds
I
me
know-
of Gen from Dr. Stone, is what he reminds me of. That,
Okay.
like,
Yeah.
it's very... He's very trickery. He's telling him, yo, don't use your
Strategist,
magic,
yes.
use your sword only. I don't want that.
Mhm.
I feel like he has a secret motive. Like, the way he's acting, I feel like I don't trust him, and I feel like he has a secret motive.
I think from what I was thinking, I think, you know, it's been established that in the academy he was really good with his sword, right? So
Yo,
I guess he's
offense,
just
yeah.
like, go all out, you know. I want you to. He is a some sort of strategy he has that he wants to just to see, you know, how it goes. He wants to create some little chaos, you know. But I think it's gonna be good for him because he wasn't able to use his sword when he was with the prince because, you know, the prince is a bitch,
And
and
he didn't
you
have
know,
a relic. Yeah, you're right. He doesn't have
Yeah,
a
so he-
treasure, so now we're gonna see the
But-
big difference. How he
Yeah.
upscales. Yeah, you're right.
yeah, because he uses the same spell because of what happened with the prince. You know, his homies are like, bro, you can go all out, bro. You know, why are you constricting yourself
Right?
like this?
Yo,
But-
I was so blue balls when he had all those fucking elements on the
And then
undead
thunder.
dragon, and then he said, in my head, I thought I was gonna see like some fire,
Yeah,
earth, or some
yeah.
crazy, like some multi type of domino
Yeah.
effect magic, and then he said, Thunderbolt, multiply, and I'm like, wait,
Bruh.
all that was for one spell, but
Yeah.
times 100, bitch,
Yeah.
why? I was so upset.
Just trauma. That's why our team is trying to get him out of that. And I like how competent our team is too. You know, our boy, with his little spear. You know, he has that relic that he can go all out. Since he's already an idiot, he goes all in. So you know that spear helps him out. You know, gets all those enemies, you know, quick. And I don't know. I really love the show just because I like the teammates. The teammates that he has are so cool and really smart. And I don't know. I'm very excited to see more of like how, I guess more powerful he is than he kind of lets off to be. And yeah, I don't know. It's been a good time. I like the show a lot. Really, it's been a good time. I like the team a lot for real.
I don't know about you guys, but I have one more to say.
Okay.
I've got
I
one more as well.
I know Neko will be like, really? You still watching this one? I'm like, yeah.
The night. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead, bro.
Are you ready? It is a gatherer's adventure in Isekai.
Ah.
Look. It's fun. I can't lie. It's fun. It's fun. It's cute. It's cute hosting the.
Crazy.
It's much better than the ones I watched in the summer season that I actually pushed through. So that's something that I'm proud of, that I'm actually enjoying it. It's cute hosting. And this is episode 3. Look, by episode 6, I might be like, yo, change my mind. How to flop? I'm about to flop this shit. I'm about to drop it. It's gone out of my list. Like probably 2 others that I have here. Can't wait here to hear the one that honorable mention from Grem, because I think it's the one that is on High Dive. The other one I was gonna say was and Why Love's Boss Appear. It's good, enjoyable, interesting. How everything's coming together. 200 years later, people get much weaker. It seems like it, and there's only 2 other people, strong people, you can fight. And they keep.
We got another player. We got another player.
Yeah, no, but they're not a player. It's just a regular.
At the end of the episode.
That's Nate's theory. Is the player?
You think
There's
so?
a girl that showed up that
No, the dude wasn't a player. The dude
Yeah.
wasn't
Yeah.
a player.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the elf wasn't a player, but
Yeah.
I think
yeah.
that the demon was a player.
Yes,
Ah.
yes.
Who we saw at the very end, who looked like
Yeah, the dude.
Oh, that's
yeah.
he's okay. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting because I feel like the player and the person of Lufa is inside the body because they keep calling themselves we. They never say I.
Yeah.
So I feel like they get into the like cross dimension of 2 people in one soul of one body.
That's been my theory, and I hope it's true. I hope it's not just him. I think I would want both characters. Even before he. I don't know. I want both to be in there.
Same.
I think it's just a quirk of her speech, to be honest.
I know, but I wanted to be 2 people in there. I wanted it to be. That'll be fun.
Maybe.
Same.
But
you? Graham?
yeah, the one I want to bring up is the
I love that ED.
level 9999 gacha.
Me.
Bro, you do not understand the way Light tormented this poor dude.
It was bad.
Yeah,
It was badass.
Oh, bro, he had him looking like an animal that's like diseased and like about to die. Like that's how terrified he had him looking. All the color
Nate,
was
right?
gone from his fur, bro. All of the color was gone from his fur. He was sitting there in a pool of his own piss. He was terrified, scared shitless. He was crying. He was just he asked Light if he was trying to become a god, because that's the type of power Light amassed here. And oh, it was so good. I love these revenge anime. I don't care. It's fun. They're all fun except for fucking the redo of Healer. All of them are great, and I don't know. It was a lot of fun. He really showed out. He really made this poor Beastman his little bitch, and I kind of liked it. So I just had to bring it up again because I know I'm the only one watching it. So
Go ahead.
Is anybody watching Digimon V-Break, by the way, other than me? Or
I'm
you guys
behind.
gonna? Okay. How about you, Neko?
Oh.
Man, God?
I
Okay.
am behind the episode.
How you guys feel about it, by the way? Now that we're 3 episodes in, because I did catch up with episode 2 and 3, so I'm enjoying it. I'm having a good time with it. I kind of figure by episode 1 that the brother wasn't dead, so I'm like, all right, cool. He can't be dead because we didn't end off. So in episode 2 and 3, I'm like, all right, cool. We figure it out. that they kept frozen, and we had a first test subject actually prove that theory. There, they brought back the egg. We brought back our girl. He told me alive, but then I thought honestly by episode 2 or 3, our Gekomon would have evolved already, but I guess not yet because the taxi driver told him like, "Don't forget, you and your Digimon need to trust each other." Yes,
I mean, that's what happened with TK in Agumon, though. It wasn't that
and
quickly.
that's what I remember in my head. I'm like, wait a minute, don't the first leader always take long to evolve, like by episode 6 or 7 in all those seasons? And I'm like, I think so, because I think Matt and other ones always evolve first before then. I'm like, they're playing that trope, so I don't mind it. It works into Digimon lore of how it happened. So by episode 5 or 6, he would have done it already. Because don't forget, chat, we have 49 episodes at least for the next year for this show.
Yeah.
So we're gonna be talking about it for a while. So I'm enjoying it. I like the cast. I like the characters. I love how Gekomon's the only one eating human food. The other Digimons are questioning like, you're a weird one. Recording you. You are a good species for notes.
Yeah, I think the concept that he needs to trust Gekomon, it's really good because at this point he doesn't.
He don't. Oh, hell.
He has no regard for Gekomon. He would be okay if Gekomon wasn't alive, and that's kind of crazy. Like he has no respect for Gekomon. He has no respect for any of the Digimon.
Gekoman.
He hates them all. And it's pretty interesting. And I feel like he got kind of put in his place this episode, and we actually get to see that, because like I haven't watched any of the old Digimon stuff, but he made Gekomon do something Gekomon didn't want to do.
Oh yes, that is true.
He overpowered him and forcefully made him do something, and that's interesting that is a thing that can happen.
That has happened in the Digimon lore. One of
way later, right?
Skull Greymon is one of the most known things from the original series.
Skull
Greymon is PTK. Somebody got hurt in the original cast, and he turned Greymon into Skull Greymon, and that's when it lost control, and that's when it caused havoc and everything. So you could turn it, but that's where I'm sure they're gonna bring it up much later. Is the cause of your negative emotions. That's how you connect into your Digimon, and once you fill in with the dark energy, the darkness, or your negative emotion, it's how they turn like that. So I'm really curious to see if they're gonna bring down more into it in the series, because when Gekomon turned the heart turned black, and I think the egg turned black too. So that was also interesting.
Okay. Interesting. That's okay. I think I've been enjoying it. It's just maybe it's just my nostalgia. I think it's a little too fast. I think it's just I
got your back, Neko. This is just shonen slop. Okay, I got
No. It's not.
I don't think it's going too fast. I would say that if you watched, did you watch the Digimon 2020, the reboot or like the remastered version of what the original series was?
Try it stuff?
No, the Digimon 2020, like Digimon Adventure 2020, like.
Yeah, but see, kid brain me thought that was like, paced slow, really well. I don't know. Maybe if I rewatched it, I'll be like, oh yeah, this is okay.
I will say watch it. It's a bit different, but to me, it's done well, and that's good pacing. Compared to the original series, like much better animation and everything else. Kind of reminds me of that. I used to react to that one for like 35 episodes overall, but it was very solid. I think it's like 64 episodes overall, but it's very solid. I do recommend for anybody. Like if you didn't get to watch the original series, Lightman God Grem or anybody else, if you haven't, like go watch Digimon 2020, like the Adventure one. You could watch that one and then watch Try. Like that's kind of like the remaster reboot version, just in a different story, but the same.
I don't know. I think just especially with how like this one is so tech savvy, right? And then like it introduces like OG just Digimon. I don't know. Maybe I'm just looking out for fans. I feel like for fans, it's just a little too much. I'm like, or new fans. That's what I meant. That I don't know. Maybe it's fine. Maybe it's cool. I don't know. I've been enjoying it. It's just like I think I'm just too nostalgic of the pacing of the original and the other ones because they set you in kind of like more slowly, I guess. But maybe it's just me kind of remembering it that way, and actually it's fine. But that could just be me. But I've been enjoying it for sure. Digimon's. I love Digimon. I love it. It's great. So I've been enjoying it.
Before we move to our last two, I want to ask the question: Is anybody else watching the Sound of Heroes other than me and Neko, or have you cut up Neko?
No, I have not.
Then I'll see my thoughts for next because if I'm on the one, I have more questions to know like where we're going in this direction because I've seen the 3 episodes. So I'm just curious to know where the direction we're going with this story. And is the sad part is that if a place gets destroyed or if somebody dies, everyone forgets other than if you're part of the circle.
Oh.
So that's the part that's sad about. So like you don't even know if people got replaced. You just don't remember. And that's the most saddest part. Like in the first episode, the town of Shibuya got destroyed.
Yes.
In episode 2, nobody remember what's Shibuya. If you had cousins there, uncles there, those people don't exist. Gone.
Oh, that sucks. Okay.
So that's one thing interesting about the show. That's why I was hoping it was cut up. But episodes 2 and 3 are interesting. So we will talk about 2, 3, and 4 next week, chat.
Yes.
And if you guys want to, if you guys have theories, comment down below because I would love for us to talk about it. Always comment your thoughts down in the comment section, chat, because we'd love to hear your theories. And, probably also bring it up during the show. But
yes, sir.
if that's all done, let's talk about...
Can I make a request that we talk about campfire cooking actually first? Because I kind of want to dive into to that one.
Let's go then.
I don't know. For me, I liked just seeing our the new little gods. Giving our boy more blessed. Well, no, actually, no, they didn't even give it to our boy. They gave it to our uncle
Everyone else.
Dora-chan and Sui, which I love that. I was like, there you go, little Sui being a blacksmith now, and Uncle Phil and Dora-chan, getting these other blessings. It was cool. I really liked that. I kind of was thinking they would give it to our boy, but it seems like he doesn't have like potential for blacksmith. And it kind of worked out. Honestly, I think maybe I don't know if all of us were thinking, but I was thinking, oh, he was just going to get more gods to give him blessings. But I did like the difference that it can go evenly with the team. And Sui being able to blacksmith, she's like, okay, let me try. And then just seeing the knife
It's
is
adorable.
really cute.
I love
I was like, yes, Sui's so cute. It's just Uncle Phil doing his usual thing. He's like, come on, give me meat. Give me meat. He's like, let me go to the dungeon. If I can't get this dragon meat, I'll go get it. And then, Uncle Phil being his usual self. Bro, we already had the ores. Why did you want to go back over there just to, come on, man. So I don't know. I think just
Grudge
having the
wants to
shows back
fight.
is so good. Yeah, he wanted to get his frustration out. I get it, Uncle Phil. It's fine. It's fine. But yeah, I'm excited to see this meat made because.
But how long is dude gonna be able to keep avoiding the fucking dungeon? Like, do you realize? Like, I'm sure you realize who the fuck you have with you, bro. Like,
he keeps forgetting.
You don't have anything to worry about in the damn dungeon, bro.
Literally,
you don't have anything to worry about.
He's forgetting just because you have a fat ass wolf. That's not a wolf. It's literally urban legend that could destroy cities. That's literally walking around with you just because he's a hungry fat ass. And you have a baby dragon that could destroy a forest, most likely. And you are scared of a dungeon, my guy. These guys could destroy monsters in the lower levels with no issues.
Yeah. Sui can too. All right, don't disrespect Sui.
Yeah, you're right. My fault. I forgot about Sui because he's just he was a regular slime. The slime is about to become like a legend, like our boy Rimuru. Like you ain't demon lord, but you are about to become something.
Yeah.
The guild master was also a trip. Just a lot of his reactions to it was like one thing after the other. He just kept getting mind blown. Obviously, you can tell when it comes to dragons, he just loses his shit.
Oh, he was wrong. He was fucked up.
Yeah. But so yeah, he was definitely a trip. I think even the other dude was like, he's not always like this or whatever. I think he had said. So I kind of got a kick out of him. But the food was looking great as always. I mean, I think I mentioned it in the last pod, but like this series, like may make food look the best. Like I don't know, maybe it's just recency or something, but like I don't know, bro. It would have to be probably like Comics Wave, like the studio that does like Your Name and all those, like when because they be making food look really good, or in like Studio Ghibli, exactly, or like KyoAni or something. But like I don't know, in this series, like the food it's just something about it. It doesn't matter what it is either. It feels like this shit's just always looking so good, which I mean obviously is a big thing in the series. So they definitely got that down, but. Yeah, I mean the adventure aspect is always nice with this series, meeting the new cast. Obviously, we got, like Neko had mentioned, the two. I don't even know if we got their names or not, but
No,
God of War, the God of the.
It was God of Ares, yeah, God of War.
Yeah.
And the God of, I think he was actually just the God of Blacksmith. He was just the God of Blacksmith.
No, he was Hephaestus.
Yes,
it was Hephaestus, and it wasn't Ares, which really threw me off because it should be Ares if it was Hephaestus. Because Hephaestus is the Greek god of smithing. He's the one who made the weapons for the gods.
Yeah.
Which is why Hephaestus in Danmachi is the blacksmith. But they gave him a different name. It's not Ares.
Yeah.
It's actually something different.
Yes,
because
you're right.
I was thinking it's gonna be Ares because Greek mythology, what's what we're going with here.
Yeah, what was his name? I don't remember.
It was something different, and that threw me off because Hephaestus is very clearly the Greek god of smithing. So it's like...
I don't remember.
I don't remember, but it's not.
On AniList it says
Vakhan.
Hef whatever.
Yeah.
Hephaestus.
No, Hephaestus is the god of smithing.
That's what it says his name is, and the other dude's name is Vaughn or something.
That's him. Vakhan.
Yeah, okay.
Because right here is Vakhan is the god of war.
The
a
god of war.
Man of large build, after finding out the source of Agni of the worthy alcohol, he fell endure his blessing. But he is the god of war. His name is Vakhan.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the other dwarf-looking dude is the
Hephaestus.
Yeah, exactly.
So that is his name. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I didn't really look into it. I just know that I knew they were going to be blacksmith and war, so I was like, oh, okay, cool.
Yeah,
cool.
so to have like them is a cool like addition to the cast, but also more work for our main character.
Bruh, poor guy, dude.
Yeah, so. And he's been forgetting about him, so he's gonna have to probably make it up and then some.
Hey man, that's his fault. If you're gonna get all these lessons and become OP, but still be like a wuss, oh my god! Like I hope you don't become a Usopp. Like you start becoming more stronger, but then you don't actually you're still scared as hell. I'm like, bro, get a backbone.
Usopp slander.
Get a backbone, my G. Look, you can't say Usopp slander when I got him right here.
But you want okay. The respect, okay.
El Bozo. Wait, what?
That's crazy. Bro. But if anybody have no more thoughts for Campfire Cooking, we can move on to our last conversation about one of the best animes of this season to me. And I'm glad that I found out that this anime has 16 episodes.
Yes,
that's
sir.
why it started with 4 episodes early, and I'm like, I was scared because I thought it was gonna be 12 still and was gonna be done early. I'm like, but then when a big shout out to one of the people that told me about it, they said, oh, just because it has 4 more, that was gonna be 16. I'm like, oh mighty Jesus, thank God, because I would have been sad. This anime has been so wholesomeness, and I'm so glad I'm watching it. Like I'm having a blast. It's enjoyable. The little kid's a bitch. He's a bully. He's a bully of a little girl. That's what I'm saying. How you guys feel?
I'm not caught up.
All
I
right.
didn't watch the newest episode. I didn't watch the newest episode.
Oh.
Yeah.
You're missing out, man.
Damn. All right, man. God, go ahead, brother. Good talk.
They're gonna end up together, and I don't like it.
Oh no.
Oh.
Wait, really? Think so?
Yeah, I think so.
But also, it's
Because there's nobody else for her to be with, and I think they're gonna end up together, and I just don't like it.
the thing is, I'm just confused. Is that he couldn't tell?
Trying to think who y'all are even talking about.
He's a little shitter. That's the thing.
Yes, but he did just wake up after a 200-year nap or 400-year nap. He did say, he just woke
The
up.
one in my background, Nate.
It's literally the cat ears.
The wizard,
The
basically.
wizard that saved her.
What the fuck happened to the wizard?
He shrunk.
He's tiny.
He shrunk.
He's tiny, bro.
You'll see, bro.
Oh hell
He
no!
said, he said his other form was stupid, so he wanted
He
to
said
be a
that-
kid so he could get up into Athanasius.
Not weird at all.
Bloomers, bro.
Oh, it's just interesting that the father. I'm confused because the father looks like he has a chain on his heart of his magic, but also the girl and the Grand Wizard said that somebody put a curse on you, and I don't know why. Once I heard it, it kind of gave me my happy marriage vibe of like having our girl power being locked for a while until it's broken and free. Then this kind of reminds me of her as well. Like, did her mother lock her powers knowing that her powers was too great, or is it because she got a ISEKAI, so the girl was originally supposed to be dead, but then she came into her body and now her powers are sealed? Is because she technically died? Like, which one is it?
I think I know what's happening here.
Okay, talk to me, 30.
So, Neko, I started reading.
Oh my god. Of course,
Stop!
of
No,
course.
I'm not where the anime's at. I am not even caught up to the anime yet. Okay. But
Every time, bro.
in the in the webtoon, in the manhwa, it specifically says that when you get to a certain level of power, you have to start freezing your heart so that you don't, so that your magic doesn't go out of control. That's what I think is going on with the king, the emperor. And that's what I think is going on with him. That's what I think is going on with her. I think he like put a curse on her heart or her magic to keep it down. And I think because I'm like on chapter 8 or something, Neko, and they offhandedly mention the wizards in the tower as being the strongest, and they have to progressively start to freeze their heart, because if they don't, then their magic will go out of control. So I'm thinking that that's what happened to the emperor, and that's why he's so cold and unfeeling. Like his heart is literally frozen. That's what I'm thinking, okay? And I'm not past the anime. I'm not even close to where the anime's at yet. I just want it to known, all right? Because I know you two are laughing and saying, "Oh, of course he read it." Neko read it first, okay?
I think chat.
Well, that was years ago.
Y'all are two
Chat.
peas in a pod.
Chat. I think
No,
in the future.
I read this years ago.
I think in the
damn it.
future, I'm gonna start like right here now, chat. I'm gonna expose ourselves in the production a bit. In the future, for what we're binging, for the next season, we're gonna have a tally of how many shows do we think Mega, Grem, and Neko, me and Nate are gonna vote. Crash could join us or not, and we're gonna vote how many episodes, how many shows are they gonna start, and then start reading the source material by the beginning, and then by the end of us doing our ranking, we could give our our
It was
submission.
only
Like,
one for
how
last season. It was only one for last season.
but look,
And for this season, me and Neko had already read 2 of the shows that came out.
Nate, is
No,
it
so,
me
like,
or
you
at
gotta give
least
us a
each
little credit.
season out of this
Exactly,
year
yeah.
in 2025 has at least been 1 or 4 max
Wow.
that they have started to read or watch after they already started. At least 1 minimum. That's still each season. So you still have you haven't
Whoa.
even done the 0. You've done from 1 to 4. Each of you.
Whoa.
Each of you.
Actually, I'm actually better because I skip around, so I don't know the full context to things. And Grimming goes ahead and reads it all. So
Well, yeah, because I'm not gonna skip around like a psychopath like you do.
yeah, hey man, I like to keep everyone
Anyway.
opinion on things.
No,
But yeah.
you're not anime only when you fucking read around, bro.
Nah, man, that's my
You're
code.
So does
worse.
anyone have more thoughts about the episode?
Is she doing the LeBron James?
Yeah, she doing the LeBron James though. I can't fucking win a championship by myself. Might as well go over here and over here and over here.
Oh my gosh! But no, okay. So that's your theory. Okay,
That's what I'm thinking is going on. What do you think about that theory, Neko? What do you think about that theory, Neko?
I mean, I that's a very interesting theory. I mean, I will say the series I like it is changing a lot of things and adding things. So I mean, hey, I like your theory. It's pretty interesting. I will say a lot of
She's
those
like,
points.
motherfucker, he called it. He's like 10 chapters in and he already knows.
I will say the story gets more complex later. So I mean, a lot of things are getting brought up really early on and changing the events of things. So I think you'll be surprised where it goes. I think I understand your guys' like I guess feelings towards Lucas. Lucas is a good boy. He's a little asshole right now. But he like
Shitter, bro.
he's my boy. He's great. I think besides that, I think look, I get you. There is a lot of mysteries towards Claude and Affy. I'm gonna call her Affy. A lot of this stuff between them is very interesting. I think even what Lucas brought up this episode about her little beast, right? How she can't hold the beast because she absorbs it every time she holds it on for too long, which is it makes sense. She has this overflowing like magical energy that she has locked away. I think you guys are just forgetting a very important point. I mean, it makes sense. I mean, I would say realistically, this wouldn't have been shown this early on or known about. But I mean, yeah, I don't know. It gets very interesting, and I like what they're going. A lot of the things we're getting that is not even both in the manhwa and the which is in the novel is more of Lucas. We see more of how cunning he is and like how he changes like people's memories and adds things and like he knows way more, right? We get to see that he even tells like Affy like why are you trying so hard to like play on magic and control it? Like if you're trying to do this to survive, which he knows that she's scared of being, quote unquote, in this series it's called banished, but realistically, executed. Of course it scares her to get killed by her dad, and have that fear of coming back again. But it was really cute. I think that was a really nice added scene where he talks to her about it because he clearly knows about her past lives and what happened. And I don't know. I like their beginning of their relationship. It's adding more depth to it than it was initially and it was in the novel and even things that weren't in the novel. So it's pretty cool for me to learn since, I've read this back in 2017 and so I don't know. It was really cool. I like the series for being its own thing. I think I explained last week that it's adding things from the novel and also adding things to, changing things for its own thing. So I think, like we talked about, everything's been Disney-fied. In this series, it's been Disney-fied. The manhwa was Disney-fied from the novel. So, I like learning these like new information that we get, like from Lucas, like he's from Og, and that, you see that he's, he knows a lot more than he goes off on for sure. And Claude trying to like get to know where he's, him personally, and he knows something sketchy going on, but he sees like, hey, he's the only one that could save my daughter. So, well, so I get it. I don't know. I like Lucas a lot, and I'm very excited to see more of him because we get to see more of his cold personality, but also he cares too. He has a motive to try to figure out like why this girl is able to change these events and stuff like that, and her power, her magic power. I think yes, he's an asshole, but he is telling the truth to her about a lot of things, which is pretty interesting. So I don't know. I get your guys' like thoughts about him, but he's cool. He's cool.
I just
He
love
is
I just love
sus.
how the father once he was told about the cat, hey, so the cat's not really a great thing for her to be touching because they can help her heart explode. Girl could be throwing up the blood again. But it's not the worst thing girl could hang around her. He literally said, alright, so you could be with him. We could keep it 1 hour per day, no if, buts, or nothing.
Yeah,
She's like,
yeah.
okay. I love how he just
mean, it
came
makes
in, took in charge, got told the information. This man got told the info, like, okay, cool, done, easy.
No, he was legit about to kill the beast. Her little.
Oh,
her
he
little
was
puppy.
immediately with no issues.
That's why Lucas like going in quickly, being like, whoa, hey, hold up, don't kill it, because realistically, it can go in, back to her body, and it would kill her. So things like that, like Lucas is very heartless at some points, but he does care, at some moments, right? And also, I think a little tidbit is about the apples and stuff like that. I think a lot in the manhwa gets shown a lot of like him with apples, and you never get to I guess learn why. And I think we saw in last episode that those magical apples can help like bring back your mana and your magic energy, which was really cool. I was like, oh, well, that makes sense. That's why he's always eating an apple in the source and stuff like that. So her making a deal with him, like, come on, if you teach me magic, I can, give you food and help you out. Since you had to go in this like little kid mode because of how your power was just too much. You got to go back, reserve it and stuff like that. And you used too much to help me. Come on, help me out. I don't know. It's a lot of cute details about Affy, and I don't know. Like I said, I really like how she's both just so calculative. But again, yeah, she's I don't know. She's very interesting, and also I guess I'm very curious about future events. This is 16 episodes. It seems like they're trying to adapt the whole story in these 16 episodes.
Wait, what?
I'm guessing. Yeah.
I hope
so
not. I hope not.
but the thing is, they're changing events really differently, so it can fit into 16 episodes. If
they mentioned the reincarnation yet?
No, not really. Because
I still think that's wild. Like the first episode, apparently that shit should have been like dove into apparently or something.
Well, I think no, it's more later on. Funny enough, I think it's more like I think it does get like I guess foreshadowed in the beginning, but it gets more brought on later because for some plot devices. But I don't know. I think I do like the changes with Claude. He seems more nicer in this one, which is cool. I don't know. I'm enjoying it. I'm happy you guys are enjoying it a lot too. It's been fun each week, and I like Lucas, bro. I'm so excited to see more of Lucas because we're getting more lore of Lucas that we haven't seen, that we fans haven't seen in the manhwa. So it's awesome. So I don't know. I'm excited to see more. And Nobuhiko killing it with his voice acting. Him and Affy are such a good playmates and teacher. But yeah, and you'll probably see some development. I don't know.
Oh no.
It depends when we get into the story. I might also read this source material after I'm done with the anime. After, not while the source material is still going, but after it's done, I will probably.
Let them know, Vash. Let them know.
That's crazy. Whoa, what's up with the shade, man?
Impatient bastards.
Hey, we all here on the same journey. Some people just need to, take a cab to get there faster. Some people could just wait on the ship.
This, by the way, he sent me an image of the manhwa. You don't bring me into this, man.
But that's where I'm at. See, I'm like 2 episodes behind, guys. Like, chill out, guys.
I mean, are you going to do that, or are you just gonna go ahead? What? How we feeling?
Something will happen in one of these episodes, and then we'll see you later. He'll be gone.
I'm just fucking.
Hey, chat. We're talking about what was our favorite episode of the fall season. What was our top 10? Because we've spoken of, you guys already heard us for 3 hours and 15 minutes of our discussion, our details, our
honorable mentions,
our honorable mentions, our nice recaps of the episode synopsis, all those things.
Well, that's why we have timestamps. My bad, my viewers and audiences. So if you want to skip around, go ahead. If you're not, I watch this while I'm working. So for me, 3 hours is nothing. This gives me enough time to have something in my ears while I'm working.
Yes.
Go in the bathroom, listen to it for 3 hours. Treat it as like a little, it is a podcast. Just go in the bathroom if you need shit for 3 hours or so, and then go ahead, listen to us.
Stretch your legs. You got shit for 3 hours. Stretch your legs, please get up at least every 10 minutes.
And look, go on a run. A comedian does that. He watches anime while he's running. So hey, go ahead, guys, do that. We're happy that you're here. You watch, our podcast. And let me start off my top 10. I'm gonna go with 3 this week because everything's been really fun. I'm gonna say Who Made Me a Princess was number 1. Kamen Rider was 2. And actually, my bad. I'm gonna go with 5. My bad. So let's restart. Who Made a Princess? Kamen Rider, Assassin, Yano-kun, and Ginpachi Sensei.
All right, that's a good one. I'll follow up with this one. Not in no order. My top 5 is. May I ask for one final thing? My status as an assassin obviously exceeds the hero, and I would say Digimon Beat Break. And I would say the next one will be Campfire Cooking.
Okay.
And Pet Monster Me. Sorry, chat. I don't have My Hero Academia there. I don't have
True.
Gachiakuta or Togen Anki because I
Oh,
just haven't seen
should've
them.
said that.
But by this coming week 4, I will, because that's when I will be caught up to the anime/manga. So stay tuned for that conversation. And also, big honorable mention
Yippee.
for the Fading Magical Princess, because Who Made Me a Princess is wholesome. I look forward to it every single week.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
That's
All right. Memory or manga?
Go ahead, man. John.
What's up, man? What's up, Memory?
Okay.
My Hero #1, of course.
I think that's all you need.
Final season, episode 3. Number 2, Spy Family, season 3, episode
Mm.
3. Number 3, Gachiakuta, episode 15. Number 4, Sanda, episode 3, and number
Good
5, Campfire Cooking, season 2,
Good job.
episode 2.
But good sound, shout out. Yeah.
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 That's a good show for Sanda,
Yeah,
you know.
mid, yeah.
Oh no.
You what?
That's crazy.
I think for me, number 1 is, I don't know, maybe you guys know it, maybe you guys have heard of it, maybe Nate will catch up eventually.
What is it?
Of course, guys, I talk about this every single week without fail. Number 2 would be Alma, except for from 12 minutes to 16 minutes, there was no fucking subs anywhere. What the fuck, man? Like, I went and downloaded the episode because I was
Tell
like, oh,
Crash that.
surely there's gonna be subs, right? Surely it's just a mess up on the site, right? No, there's no subs for those 4 minutes for some reason. It's really annoying. Anyway,
Some soggy rolls.
so yeah, number 10 is Alma, because that shit pissed me off.
Okay.
It made me so mad, man. Number 2 though, is definitely Isekai Quartet. That shit was really
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah.
It's so much fun. I love it so much. I am having so much fun with it. Number 3 is the Fated, or Who Made Me a Princess, I guess, is the title of it. I liked number 3, 4, 3. What number 3?
I
3.
thought you were.
4,
Yeah.
4. Yeah,
Yeah.
4. It's past the
10,
monster
3,
meat, of course.
4.
Number 5, Mechanical Mari.
I'm
Really
happy
had a
enjoying
good
it.
episode.
Yeah.
Number 6 is Star Brighter Than the Sun.
Yes, sir.
Number 7 was May I Ask for One Final Thing. Number 8, believe it or not, is My Gift, level 9,999 unlimited gacha.
I don't want to hear anything about my list, whatever you said about Sanda.
Little Miss Vampire Can't Suck Right is a lot of fun. Dad is a hero, Mom is a spirit. I'm a reincarnator. It's a lot of fun. And of course, solo camping for 2, because we don't talk about it enough. It's a lot of fun.
Next week, my bad.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you guys for being here. We always appreciate you guys watching this 3-hour podcast. Again, like I mentioned earlier, just do that. But you guys, thank you for being here. This is our 55th? First? I don't know how to. Oof, my
It's
bad.
51st episode. We appreciate for everyone being
Yes.
here. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching.
It's almost 1 a.m.
Go check out the
Guys,
time
we
codes.
gotta go. My wife's about to unplug the internet. Guys.
We appreciate for
Guys, hurry
everyone
up.
listening, checking out the podcast, like, comment, subscribe, and please, let us know if you enjoy Unicorn. I watched it by myself again just to make sure I wasn't just too tired that day, and I still fall asleep on episode 1. That's crazy.
Of what episode?
Yano-kun.
Yanokun.
Oh.
I said unicorn. My apologies. Yanokun. I try.
Hey, you said unicorn, and I was like, was it unicorn anime? I was so confused.
I thought he saw the movie, the evil unicorn one. All right.
I was like, unicorn? What?
It's 1 a.m. people, or 2 a.m. for some folks. So don't worry. Yeah, we're here, guys. Don't worry.
But we appreciate you
Yeah.
guys. Go watch the episode. Audify podcast 51.
Yes, sir.
Catch you next week.
Podcast.
Come know your thoughts about it. We can talk about it.
Yeah.
If you want a goon, wait till next episode. Crash will be back. He will.
Yes, our gooner is going to be back. Don't worry,
He will
people.
goon all over your screen and in your ears, whether you like it or not.
Yes, sir.
Ask for consent. I'm good.